Benson for the point.
Back to better. Block and down.
Field goal. Back to pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Reggie diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's calm before the storm with tonight's forecast slated for a 9-man football Region 2 romp between the Cavalier Tornadoes and the Finley Sharon Page Spartans. Good evening and welcome everyone to Hope Page School. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer along with my left-hand man Jerry Peralta, and we thank you for tuning in to tonight's YourLiveEvent.com coverage of North Dakota Athletics. With some rain and clouds in the forecast on the horizon, possibly the 7-0 and number 3 ranked Tornadoes take to Hope Page Field for the first time since 2014 and are on the verge of their third straight undefeated regular season. The 5-2 Spartans have secured themselves a winning campaign no matter what happens tonight, with tonight's tango possibly being the last home game in Finley Sharon Hope Page history. Cavalier, Finley Sharon Hope Page. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up in our pregame coaches interviews on our Iron Insurance pregame show. Powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, this is North Dakota 9-man high school football coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackel, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Welcome back to our Irish Insurance pregame show. Now joined by the head honcho of Cavalier in his first year, Mitch Greenwood. Coach, most important question of the night. How are you doing this evening?
Doing real good. We just got here. Bus ride was uneventful, so that was perfect.
It's your first night in Hope, North Dakota. Your first thoughts as you walk out near the field?
Well, it's a beautiful night for October football, and they have a real nice sports complex here, so we're excited to get the game going.
I want to ask you a big question right off the bat. You're a first-year head coach, but you know this program. You graduated from this program. This team is looking for its third straight undefeated regular season. What causes this team to be so rampant in the region?
Well, we have good support in our community. Football's a big deal in Cavalier. We're a football town. Our kids know that they have to put in the work every year. So all summer long, they're in the weight room. They're going to camps, doing all those types of things. And I think we've got a good system in place. So it's not really anything new every year. The kids know what to expect, and what that expectation is hard work. And they just have to do what's expected of them. So.
Last week, you're down to Mayport CG 14-6 at half. What did it take to become a comeback Cavalier, a team that you don't have to turn into quite often?
Well, we didn't really panic. I would put that deficit on the coach's shoulders more so than the kids on the field. We went for it on a 4th and short, gave them short field to set up the go-ahead score, and then we just kind of, kept up with our game plan. We knew that if we kept playing the way that we were capable, that good things were going to happen. We leaned on our defense, so we said going into it we wanted to win the turnover battle, and we did. We forced 3 fumbles and an interception, so if you come away with 4 turnovers in a game like that, you're going to sit in pretty good position.
In the first 2 games by just 1 possession scores, these last 4, 22 points or more. What adjustments did you make in that middle portion of the season?
Well, I think the first game that we played was it was just a little bit of getting used to the new team. We had a lot of kids playing that they had never started a varsity football game before, and we got 3 inches of rain in that game from start to finish. So sloppy field conditions, and it took away some of our offense. The second game against Wyoming Ridgewood, they're a really good team. I expect them to go have a nice playoff run here, but. After those 2 games, we kind of got comfortable with ourselves. The kids started to understand the offense. We were able to call plays that would set up other plays, and the kids they've done a good job of buying in. So they understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. So they just have started to really execute.
You got a dual threat quarterback in Clem, and halfback is not that bad as well. The receiving core is good. What's it like to have an offense that's basically pick your poison for any defense?
It's been great. We've gone into a couple games where, for instance, when we played Larimore, our game plan that week was to run the ball, and then we threw 5 touchdown passes. So we really kind of can adjust on the fly. We have all sorts of weapons. We don't have to lean on one guy. We were just talking as a coaching staff today that I don't know the last time the Cavalier didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher, and right now, going into the last week of the regular season, we don't have anybody over 500 yards, but like you said, we're well balanced. Our defense has been playing great. They've been special teams have been really good, giving us short fields. So we haven't had to put up the offensive numbers that we have in the past, and we're still able to be successful.
You have a star-studded defense, only allowing 11 points per game, but they have a star-studded backfield with Zyner Carlson, Blake Jacobson, combined 20 rushing touchdowns between the two. How do you spar with the Spartans' backfield?
Well, that's going to be the biggest test that we've had, I think, this year. We've seen some really good running backs, but we haven't seen a team with a pair of them like Finley Sharon Page has. So our game plan this week is really to be a run-stopping defense, and we're going to kind of dare them to throw the ball. And I think I heard the stat today, they've only thrown the ball 49 times on the whole season. It's maybe not something they're real comfortable with, and they haven't had to because they've had success on the ground. So our plan is to try to take away that run and try to beat them in a way that they're maybe not familiar with or not comfortable with.
Everybody healthy tonight, Coach?
Yes, yeah, I think we're pretty lucky in that regard. Everybody's been healthy injury-wise and illness-wise, so we're, I'd say, as close to 100% now as we could expect to be in Week 8.
And Coach, any final thoughts and keys to tonight's matchup?
It should be a beautiful night for football. Couldn't ask for much more in early October, so we're just excited to go get playing.
Yeah, football Friday night in October. Can't beat that.
All right, thank you.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Thanks once again to the head honcho of Cavalier. Tornadoes head coach Mitch Greenwood has his squad at 7-0 on the season. His team on the road 3-0, 4-0 at home, and 4-0 in Region 2. They average 43 points per game, give up 11 on defense, the number 1 ranked team in Region 2 and number 3 overall in 9-man North Dakota. At 7-0, let's recap the season for Cavalier to this point. Defeated Indoor Maple Valley 22-14 on August 20th. Defeated Wyoming Lidgewood, another close game on the 27th, 38-30. Won in a forfeit versus Richland on the 3rd of September. At Northwood, a shutout in favor of the Tornadoes on the 10th. 54-0, took out Larimore 68-6 on the 17th. A big win versus Griggs Makota once again, 58-8 on the 24th. And just last week, after trailing 14-6 at the half against Mayport CG, the Tornadoes take care of the Patriots on the 1st of October, 42-20. Tonight, they end the regular season looking for their 3rd straight undefeated regular season in Region 2 of 9-man football. Back-to-back state runner-ups versus Linton HMB, who's now in 11B football. See if Cavalier can find their way with the cream of the crop in a different region. They'll have to take on Lemoore Litchfield Marion if they want to get there. But tonight, they got to get past the Spartans. When we come back in our Iron Insurance pregame show, which is brought to you by Iron Insurance. For all your insurance needs, visit Iron Insurance online at irons.com. When we come back, we'll talk to the co-head coach of Finley Sharon Page, Larry Fontaine, after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley Sharon Hope Page Spartans.
You asked, how will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
The vision of the Finley Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show, joined by the co-head honcho of Finley Sharon Page, Coach Larry Fontaine. Coach, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How about you, bud?
I'm doing great. Now to see you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, man. Life is good, man.
I'm happy to be in Hope. I'm sure you are too. 2 games, back-to-back wins for your squad. First time since you opened up season 2-0. How close is your team playing to its best football this season?
That's a tough question to answer. We're playing well. We're doing good. We're doing what we asked the boys to do, not turning over the ball. The dogs up front are blocking well. We controlled the ball last week, not committing so many penalties. There's always room for improvement, but we're playing well. We're doing okay.
This team went far in 2019. You've been coaching them for a while, and now it's third winning season the past decade. But how special is this season to you?
Well, I don't know. I love football. Boys love football. That's a loaded question, dude. It's the last season with the Finley kids, and so we're gonna let the Finley kids go out and be captains today because it's our last season with them. And I don't know. I just talked over to the boys, and we think they deserve it. And football's a big commitment. It's a tough game, tough people. You bust your tail. It's hard. And the kids deserve it, Yeah, the kids are playing for a purpose. It's the last year they get to play together, and we set that out the first day of practice, and we're ready to roll.
How's everybody doing health-wise?
We're rocking. We're good. We're gonna be healthiest we've been all year. It's gonna be a good time.
Sounds good to hear. And as you said, with it being senior night and potentially the final game here in Hope Page, what do you say to your kids before they take the field?
We're just gonna go and smack them in the mouth. Stab them in the heart. That's what we're going to do. But football's a tough game for tough people, and that's what Cavalier's going to do. They're going to come out and smack us, and we're going to smack them back. It's a game of attrition. Whoever wants it the most. It's a violent game for violent people. People may not like it, but that's what it is. If you've ever played football, you understand.
Now, this Cavalier defense, it's pretty good, but they only give up 28 passing yards per game. Nice toss there.
Thanks, buddy.
But that doesn't really matter to you. I know that's irrelevant because you told me you're going to run the rock. What do you take away from the Tornadoes' defense?
Yeah, they run a 4-2-2 and with a safety. And I don't know what they're going to do tonight. Most teams play 9 in the box with us. We'll see. I'm thinking they probably are going to have to run 9 in the box. If they don't, we will have some running lanes and the dogs will be barking.
Coach, number 3 team in the state, offensive-wise, it's kind of pick your poison, pass or rush. Their quarterback can do it both with Clem. What do you take away from that offense, and how do you contain Cavalier there?
Yeah, we're just going to go and play. I don't know. When they got trips, we'll be in a 4-1. When they do double wing, we'll be in a 4-3. And I don't know, we're going to run a 5-3 when they got the pro back there. We got some plans. Our boys aren't they aren't slackers either. We can play.
I don't want to harp on it too much, but it could be a big deal at the end of the night, however it goes. Last hurrah potentially at the field. How do you want your time in this co-op with Finley Sharon Page to be remembered?
It's been a great time. I've only been the head coach here for 3 years. I've been with the program since I came here in 2000. I've known these boys since they were junior high kids, and I've coached all their brothers. I've coached, here for 20, then my 21st year. I love these kids. It's been a good time, and we're gonna have a good time tonight. And we're gonna play hard, and I love it, man. This field, I bleed for this field. I love it, man. It's a great time.
Coach, any final thoughts and keys to tonight's matchup?
No, we just gotta. Whoever comes out the best comes out the best. But I guarantee you, we're going to smack him in the mouth.
Roger that, Coach.
Roger, thanks. Have a good day.
Thank you, Coach Larry Fontaine. Roger that. Co-head coach of Finley, Sharon Hope Page, has his squad at 5-2 this season, 2-1 at home, 3-1 on the road, and 3-1 in Region 2. Their third winning season in the last decade. The last time they had a winning season, they were state semifinalists in 2019, just one loss. For Finley Sharon Hope Page this season, 33 points per game, 19 given up on defense. Let's recap the season for the Spartans at this point. 54-18 winners at Fairmont High School against Tri-State on the 20th season opener. Shutout Enderlin Maple Valley on the 27th, 18-0, and then lost to Lemoore Litchfield Marion in the season opener, home opener, here in Hope Page on the 3rd of September. And then bounce back versus Larimore the next week on the 10th, 56-16. On the 17th, lost to Mayport CG at Mayville State University, 36-20. Bounce back in a big way, 2 wins in a row. First on the 24th versus Hatton Northwood back at home, 38-12. And shutout Griggs Makota, 46-0 on the 1st of October. 2 shutouts for Finley Sharon Hope Page, which, get this, Jerry Peralta, has never been done before in Spartan history. As we bring you into the broadcast booth, we are looking at these teams in pregame here in our Iron Shirts pregame show. Cavalier, team that has won 7 straight and I believe now 21 straight region matchups. they have all the energy, all the excitement. Finley Sharon Page, a little bit more nonchalant. What do you take away from that?
Well, it's a game. It's a game of mind games here. You know, if you're Finley Sharon Hope Page, you're really trying to, you know, you're excited, but you're really just trying to contain it all because you want all that excitement out on the field. For Cavalier, we saw them as they were just bringing a lot of energy to their warm-ups. They were really trying to, you know, get the energy going early for them, and, you know, maybe be a little bit intimidating. You know, this is how in sync we are. We're ready for tonight. How about you? And Finley Sharon Hope, the Spartans, just kind of on a different wavelength here.
It's senior night, so there's a lot to think about for Finley Sharon Page playing on their home ground for potentially the final time. That could be on the back of their minds, taking on a team that could be intimidating to some, 7-0 Tornadoes, back-to-back state runner-ups in 9-man. It should be a good one. We haven't seen a one-possession game here in a while all season, Jerry. I am not going to bet money, but I will bet something else with you that Spartans and Tornadoes will be a close one here to finish out the 2021 regular season campaign.
Hey, anything's possible in the game of football. You know, the Spartans could come out, surprise everybody. The Tornadoes could, you know, do what they've been doing all season. So, you know, I could take that bet.
Well, the first 2 games of the season for the Tornadoes, single possession games. Then they have the forfeit win versus Richland, and they just rattle away to 7-0. But we'll talk about that more storylines and starting lineups when we come back here in our Iron Insurance pregame show. And after that, we'll have kickoff in the final week of the regular season 9-man North Dakota football coming your way on YourLiveEvent.com.
Keep yourself healthy and take advantage of the September savings at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Get Health Mart Ibuprofen 200 milligram, 100 count coated tablets or caplets, $6.49. Health Mart Daytime Severe Cold and Flu Caplets, $4.49. Children's Cold and Cough Multi-Symptom, $4.49. Allegra 24-hour antihistamine tablets are $18.99. And Hall's Relief Cough Suppressant Oral Anesthetic, $2.09 per pack. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Cavalier, Finley Sharon Page, 9-man North Dakota Football Region 2. Let's talk turkey and set up our storylines for tonight. Spartans have not beaten this Cavalier squad ever as Finley Sharon Page, I believe. From 2011 to 2014 they played. And the Spartans are 0-4. Jerry, a big stat to look at. The Spartans have never scored against the Tornadoes. 250-0. That's something to look at with this potent Finley Sharon Page backfield. I believe Zyra Carlson, Blake Jacobson can break that streak.
Yeah, definitely something that's going to be key to watch. See if the Spartans can put up some points here against the Tornadoes. And with that backfield, anything's possible. The Spartans are going to come out, and they're going to come with a lot of energy. They're coming off that big win, and definitely something that they needed early.
First back-to-back wins for the Spartans since the beginning of the season. 3 winning records in the last decade. Cavalier defense, very good on defense. In the past game, only 28 pass yards per game for Cavalier's defense. And the number 3 team in the state. The last time that Cavalier lost a regular season game, October 5th, 2018, 26-6 against Cheyenne New Rockford. Since then, they have rattled off 22 straight and region wins, 21 region matchups, and 22 region opponents. Looks like our national anthem is just moments away, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and kickoff between the Tornadoes and the Spartans.
Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City. They have a great student-to-teacher ratio at 16 students per class. Maple Valley ranks as one of the top 10 high schools in the Fargo-Moorhead area. For information, go online to maple-valley.k12.nd.us or call 701-749-2313.
Harvest Special reduced price at Norman County Implement. Reduced price to $17,000. $3,000 price reduction to help you get harvest done. 12-row, 22-inch Amity topper with steel front end scalpers. Talk with Chuck or Neil on this new reduced price for $17,000. Just traded 2019 Versatile DT610, 280 hours, 36-inch track, 6 remotes, high-flow hydraulics, variable pitch reversing fan, tow cable, LED lighting. Call for pricing. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to our pregame show as our Ira Insurance pregame show just in its closing moments. It's now time for our starting lineups for both teams. See who Finley Sharon Page sends out for them, and the Tornadoes will send out the offense. Let's send out our starting lineup for Cavalier. Number 5, their running back is Jacob Steele, a junior. Number 20 is Trevor Hinkle, a senior running back. Number 3, Ty Holmquist, a senior, joined by Landon Carter, number 11, a junior. They have the front line looking as so. Left guard is Isaiah Lopez, number 40, a senior. Senior is Demetrius Avila, senior, number 21. Right guard is Colton Hurst, a junior at 62. And the tight end, Caden DeMar, is a senior wearing number 8. Their quarterback by senior, number 24, Bryson Clem. A lot of high-profile players to look at with Cavalier in their starting offense. For Finley Sharon Page on defense, Blake Jacobson, the senior defensive end, number 28, joined by fellow senior Hayden Hushka, number 52. Trevor Thompson, another senior on that defensive line, number 10. Grant Irie, number 77. And at the far defensive end, what do you think? Another senior defensive end, Doug Geyer, number 5. Jack Thompson on the outside linebacker position, number 12. Joined by Cody Reamer and Zara Carlson, number 21 and 13 respectively. Carlson a junior, Reamer a senior. Their safety, Dylan Reamer, a junior, number 2. Your starting lineups, we'll get to the offense for Finley Sharon Page. Quarterback by Liam Satcham, number 7, a junior. His offensive line looks as so. Hayden Hushka, Grant Irie, Brooks Braun, Zara Carlson at wing, Cody Reamer fullback, Blake Jacobson the tailback, joined by the ends Dylan Reamer and Trevor Thompson. Defensive line for Cavalier, Demetrius Avila, Colton Hurst, Sterling Enerson, number 7, a junior. Caden DeMar is the defensive end. 2 middle linebackers, Jacob Steele and Trevor Hinkle. Cornerback, Ty Holmquist. Safety, Bryson Clem. And on the far side, Landon Connor, the other cornerback for Cavalier. Cavalier 7-0, Finley Sharon Page 5-2. Regular season finale. Finley Sharon Page never scoring, never beating this Cavalier squad before. This Cavalier squad has looked suspect sometimes in those first 2 weeks, but since then they have rattled off 5 straight blowouts now in their last 2 games with Mayport CG and Hatton Northwood combined. Didn't see the exact coin toss, Jerry. We got carried away up here.
I saw them lining up, and I was going to watch it, and I I got distracted by the notes and everything you were talking about. From the looks of it, it will be Cavalier kicking off to start here. So the Spartans will get the ball to get things going, and definitely something you would want if you're the Spartans. You want to get your offense out early, and you want to put up some points or some quick points. That is, you do not want to give this high-powered Tornadoes offense the chance to get going early.
Ty Holmquist kicks off for Cavalier. And like you said, Finley Sharon Page got to set that tone. Cavalier set the tone in the pregame warm-ups with their energy. Let's see how Finley Sharon Page and their wing offense responds. Holmquist ready to kick away in the regular season finale. And here we go, and Hope Page, a squib kick right to the 50-yard line and jumped right on it. Johnny on the spot is number 33, I believe, Brooks Braun. And he sets up Finley Sharon Page nicely at midfield to start us off. Quarterback for Finley Sharon Page, Liam Satcham, joined by his high-powered backfield, very built in the backfield. Zara Carlson, Blake Jacobson, and Cody Reamer expect that wishbone offense and the power I. And they come out in the I formation. Reamer the fullback. Carlson at wing. He goes out in motion to the right. Handoff. Dive up the middle for Jacobson. Sheds one tackler. Another makes a man miss. All just to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And just a blown play there by the Tornadoes, just breaking through that offensive line, not giving Jacobson a chance to get anything going.
Trevor Hink going on the tackle. He's everywhere from that middle linebacker position. 87 tackles on the season. That leads the Tornadoes. Not for a loss. No gain on the play. Still at the 50-yard line for Finley Sharon Hope Page. Same formation. Looks like that's Thompson at the wing position. He goes right to left in motion. Handoff left side. Jacobson on a stretch play. Cuts back inside and bullied after a 3-yard gain. Push it to the 40. Make it the 46-yard line, I believe.
Tackle by Steele.
And give him 4 on the play.
Gain about 4, bring a 3rd and 6.
3rd and medium coming up for Finley Sharon Page. 3rd and 6 officially. At the 46 of Cavalier, Carlson checks back into the ball game. Carlson, high-powered this season with 6 touchdown rushes, 724 yards on the ground, leading the Spartans. Blake Jacobson of 14 touchdowns as well. They combined for 4 touchdowns last time at Hope versus at Northwood. I formation, Satcham has Carlson come in motion. Toss to Jacobson. Jacobson has a block from Reamer, and he's cut down on the far sideline. On the far sideline, that's Clem from his middle linebacker position for a minimal gain.
4th and 5 to go.
Gain of 1 for Jacobson.
Now, if you're the Spartans at this point, what do? Do you end up going for it on 4th down? And you don't pin the Tornadoes back in their own territory. You actually give them relatively decent, good field position to start.
You don't see Calvin Satcham out there. It's the offense, and it's Liam Satcham in the shotgun. Don't see this a lot. Actually, Carlson's going to punt. Satcham is wide out to the right. Satcham, now Carlson will run backwards and is hit for a big loss in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Carlson lining up at quarterback, didn't see the exact number swap. And that is a turnover on downs, giving it to Cavalier in Finley Sharon Page territory at the Spartan 49.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to go for a fake with the Tornadoes just blowing that play up, and Zyler Carlson did not have the chance to do anything.
See what Clem and the Cavalier offense can do with just 49 yards to go. 10:23 here in the first quarter, just underway in Hope Page. Clem, split gun, backs to both sides, receiver to the right, toss to the left side, coming towards the near sideline. This is Hinkle, and he's stiff-arming down Reamer. Cody Reamer had to eat that one. And about a 7-yard gain for Hinkle.
Tackle by Reamer.
Good pursuit by Finley Sharon Page. Tough one to take. Hinkle sets the tone on the first rush for Cavalier.
42-yard line.
Yeah, and definitely the way Cavalier wants to get going, they want their offense to get moving on all cylinders, and definitely a good way to start.
Same formation, left hash mark, Quim, split gun. Gonna hand off at the middle. This is Steele, stiffed arms down. Carlson right on that ankle, and cleaning it up is Trevor Thompson. Thompson tacks on a tackle for a loss. Brings up third down and medium.
And good play there by Carlson, blowing up the backfield and just not letting go of Steele, even though he really didn't get the grab he was looking for.
He tackled him high and went low to the ankle. Smart play on his part. Third down and 5. Same formation. Clem takes the snap. Play action, no. Read option. Going to cut out left side and go over the middle, and it takes Reamer on a ride to the 35-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Bring the 1st and 10 for the
It'll move the chains for the Tornadoes. So good start, good run there by Clem, just to on the read option, faked everybody out, sent everybody to the right, and he found the lane in his left.
They go no huddle, same formation. Ball at the 36 for Clem. Receiver to the right side is Holmquist. Hands off up the middle to Hinkle. Another stiff arm and being roped down by Reamer.
And a flag on the play.
Minimal gain and laundry on the field. Grant Irie. It looks like they're going to call Reamer for a horse collar tackle. They'll push the ball further and give the Tornadoes a first down. Personal foul, first of the night on either squad. It's on Finley Sharon Hope Page.
Yeah, and definitely got to be careful on that one. He came down awkwardly. The refs are going to call that one every time. Player safety number 1 here in football.
Hinkle for a 6-yard gain there. But that personal foul penalty pushes all the way to the 16-yard line. Clem in the shotgun with Steele to his left hip. Single receiver set, both sides. Handoff up the middle to Steele. Has a convoy going to the right side and hit from behind by Doug Geyer for a 6-yard gain. Ball is pushed near the 10-yard line, brings up 2nd and 3, a gain of 7 for Steele. His second rush of the night. No huddle offense, same formation. Steele to the right side of Clem. Claps, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Clem. And he is Clem's ball is loose! And they call it dead for a moment. Clem says he's down. I heard a whistle before the ball squirted loose.
And yeah, they're gonna say he was down before the ball came loose. And very good good idea there by Clem, but just needs better ball control.
Spartans providing a pop. Gain of 2 for Steele. 3rd and 1 at the Spartan 7. Split gun formation. DeMar's the right side tied in. Clem, Holmquist, the left receiver. Play action. Looks over the middle. Has a man back in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Cavalier. Landon Carter for 6. Landon Carter strikes in the back of the end zone, working against Carlson for his 8th touchdown of the season, 7 yards out. First pass of the night for Clem goes for 6. First time they passed all night. They make it count, 6-0, 7:33 first quarter on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. Going for 2, Clem. Bunch receivers to the right. Steele to his right hip. He throws to his right over the middle. It's broken up by Blake Jacobson. He's looking for Carter in coverage. 2-point is no good, but it's 6-0. Finley Sharon Hope Page trails Cavalier. 6-0 on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. 7-yard touchdown strike from Clem to Carter. Bear back after 30 seconds. See if the Spartans can respond.
Kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
7-yard touchdown strike from Clem to Landon Carter after the turnover on downs by Finley Sharon Hope Page. 6-0 Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Hope Page on the Keith Irie Pioneers Heat scoreboard. 7:33 here in the first quarter. Jerry, what did you see on that first drive?
And one thing I saw on that drive was definitely the Tornadoes just doing whatever they wanted with the ball. They were getting the yardage they wanted. They were racking up big chunk plays that would take 6 to 7 yards, off the first down, and definitely something the way they wanted to start. It ended a lot. It could have ended differently, but that horse collar gave them a lot better field position to work with into the red zone.
Ty Holmquist booms it through the end zone. Carlson can't retrieve it. It's a touchback. Finley Sharon Page sets up shop at the 20-yard line, down by 6. Spartans had the ball at their own, past the 50 after a onside kick attempt by Cavalier to open up the game. Wishbone offense for Finley Sharon Page. Reamer the fullback, Carlson and Jacobson the splitbacks. Handoff to Carlson, and he goes up the middle for a minimal gain.
And that is one thing that the Tornadoes have been doing a good job of so far in this game. They've been able to slow down Jacobson and Carlson. Carlson didn't play too many of the first drive snaps, but we saw him start in this drive.
He was in that punt formation, and he looked like he was going to run for a second. He did running, couldn't get the punt off, and he took a 5-yard loss on that play. Just his second rush brings up 2nd down and 8. They go I formation. Thompson, the end on the right. He goes in motion, flares out. Handoff up the middle to Cody Reamer, who rams his way for 2 more. Expect Cody Reamer in that fullback position to get a lot of calls with the rock. His first carry of the night. They actually push him a little bit more. Nice gain for Reamer on 5. 3rd down and 3 at the 27-yard line for Finley Sharon Hope Page. Putting up 33 points per game this season. This team was up against Mayport CG at the half. Cavalier was down to Mayport CG at the half. See if the Spartans can find some holes in the Tornadoes defense. End around to Carlson. We've seen this before. He cuts up inside, coming to the near sideline. And he's right at the line to gain at the 30. It looks like it's 4 inches.
They're going to call him just short. He was reaching for it, extending his arm, trying to get to that first down, but they're not going to give it to him.
See the call here from Finley Sharon Page, Larry Fontaine, and Coach Andrew Keynes.
Definitely a manageable 4th down. You could go for it, set yourself up give yourself an extended drive, give your defense a break. But
this is where you expect someone like Reamer's number to get called, and they go in that power eye. Reamer front and center behind Satcham. Flare out is Thompson. Jacobson the lone back. Satcham takes it himself on the sneak. It looks like he's across the 30. We'll see if they mark him. First down, Finley Sharon Hope Page.
They are going to give him that first down.
1 is all he needed. It's at the 30-yard line. First rush of the night for Satcham is a plus.
And it looked like he had just got met and he was going to be short, but good extra effort there by Satcham to get that yard he needed.
5:10 first quarter. 6-0 Cavaliers struck first. They'll come back out in that power eye. The ends, looks like Dylan Reamer on the right side. And Thompson on the left. Satcham back to pass, has pressure, and he's clobbered in the backfield. Clobbered by Colton Hurst with the hurry. And a sack of 4 yards. Push it back actually to the 9. Lost the 9 to the 21.
And just a play blown up by the Tornadoes front line, getting through and disrupting Satcham as he went for a pass. And that's something we don't see the Spartans do a whole lot, is pass the ball.
They only passed it before that 49 times this season. That's her second sack of the season. I formation. Satcham going to pass again. Screen pass to Jacobson. Has it at the 20. Blockers inside. Cuts it back outside. There's a flag. He goes all the way past the 30-yard line, out of bounds, but that's going to come right back. Another flag. Looks like a late hit on Blake Jacobson. Can these offset with the flag being called on the holding, potentially on Finley Sharon Page, before the late hit by Cavalier?
Was it a late hit by Cavalier?
It looked like the tail end, that flag being thrown.
couldn't really tell from this distance. Okay, so we have a hold.
Hold on Finley Sharon Page, it looks like. And we already have one penalty tonight. Offensive hold for Spartans. And after the play, a personal foul, late hit on Cavalier, cleaning up Jacobson on that far sideline.
So yeah, your question does come into play. You know, do these penalties offset and we replay second down, or
should replay second down? I believe it should mark it up.
They are actually going to advance the Spartans a little bit.
I believe they're going to cut that yardage in half and make it second down and 8 for Finley Sharon Page.
4:03 left to go here in the first quarter, and they are gonna move them up. So they'll replay second down, but a lot more manageable of a second down than what it was.
8 for Finley Sharon Page. Second and 12. Get that 9 or 7, excuse me. Jacobson on the catch. First completion of the night for Satcham. He's in the shotgun. Has a blocker. No, that's Carlson with a stiff arm coming near sideline. He's cut up by Carter and company. Gang tackle by Cavalier. Carter setting that edge from his corner position. Forced him inside into the herd of Tornadoes. Also leading the charge in there, number 21, Demetrius Avila. And that's a loss of a yard for Carlson, who has 4 rushes for -2 tonight.
Brings a 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for Finley Sharon Page at their own 29. Satcham back under center. Carlson the wing to the left. I formation. Jacobson the deep back. Rushing 4. Satcham's going to go back. Has a man in his face. Goes over the middle. That one's picked off. Picked off by Carter on the near sideline. No one to block for him. And he's gang tackled down by Jacobson. And Osmo shy of the 20-yard line. Just the 3rd interception of the season by Liam Satcham. And it sets up Cavalier nicely in Spartan territory. Just Satcham's second pass tonight. He's 1 for 2 and 1 interception. The first forced turnover of the night by other squad. Ball is at the 22-yard line for Cavalier to work with. They go spread offense. Trips to the right, single to the left. That's DeMars, the tight end. Steal to the right hip of Klim. Bryson Klim claps his hands. Now go roll out to the right side. Geyer in his face. Out route for Hinkle. Diving grab. Can't get it. It's 2nd and 10.
Bring a second down.
And good play there by Geyer to just get in the face of Klim and not let him get the clean pass he was looking for.
2nd and 10 at the 22. Second pass of the night for Klim. First one was a touchdown strike to Carter for 7. Same formation. Trips to the right. DeMars on the same left side. Still in the backfield. Same play. We're out to the right for Klim. He looks to run it this time. Has the edge set. Now cuts back inside. Getting tackled by Reamer and company for a gain of about 5. Klim already 1 rush for 7 yards. That was a first down earlier. They push this up and officially call it 4. Make it 3. Round down. 3rd and 7 at the 19. Doubles to both sides. Klim checks his watch. Steal to the right hip. Klim gets the snap. Going to go up the middle on the draw play. And Steele spun around for a minimal gain. Brings up 4th down. Jacobson in on the hit. Giving a nice jolt to the Cavalier running back.
Yeah,
gain of 5.
Yeah, gain of 5 makes a manageable 4th down for the Tornadoes. Definitely going to go for it. You're in red zone territory. Worst case scenario, turnover on downs, and, you know, the Spartans are back in their own territory.
Split gun, 4th and 2 at the 14. And it's going to be a draw play up the middle to Hinkle. Went to steal first. Hinkle gets it on the second option. And I believe he has the first down. He does. Hinkle hustles across for 2 more.
1st and goal, ball on the 10.
Ball's at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. 1:32 to tick here in the first quarter. 6-0 Cavalier. Split gun again. Holmquist out to the left. Out in motion to the right is Hinkle. Handoff up the middle on the draw. Steele finds Moore. Inside the 10, push it to the 7. A gain of about 3.
Reamer with the tackle.
Reamer in on the tackle.
Second and goal.
5 rushes for Steele, 16 yards. Looks like we have a timeout for Finley Sharon Page. I believe that's an injured Dylan Reamer limping back to the sideline. Connor Dahl in his place at safety. Connor Dahl, a sophomore. Doubles to the left. Carter into Mars. Hinkle. It's a pistol set for Clem. Hinkle behind him. Handoff up the middle to Hinkle. To the right side and tackled at the legs by Zara Carlson. Carlson cuts him down. Brings up third down.
Brings up third and goal, ball on the 5.
Gain of 2 for Hinkle. Third and 5. Spartans need to stand. Doubles to both sides. Steal to the left hip of Clem. Spread offense. Gonna look over the middle, gonna pass. Has pressure by Carlson and Thompson. Now jump pass. And he was looking for DeMars. And it's incomplete. Brings up 4th and 5. 4th and goal at the 5. The second incompletion of the night for Clem. Coach Mitch Greenwood takes a timeout, has a lot to think about. 4th and 5, up 6-0 on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Let's see what the Cavalier Tornadoes do in 30 seconds.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Mitch Greenwood and Cavalier up 6-0, but facing a 4th down and goal at the 5-yard line of Finley Sharon Page. A lot to think about. Coach Greenwood taking his time. Spartans defense is back out there. Thompson and Carlson just cut down on the previous play. And Spartans need to spark. Already down 6-0 against the number 3 team and North Dakota 9-man. Trips right.
And definitely a good defensive stand so far, holding the Tornadoes here in red zone territory.
Steele flares out to left. Clem takes a snap in the shotgun, rolls to the left, goes over the middle, cut, touchdown, Cavalier. Caden DeMars on the snag from 5 yards out. Deploys 6 more on the board. 12-0 Tornadoes. 5-yard touchdown toss for Clem, his second of the night. 2 completions and 2 touchdowns. They'll go for 2. DeMar's first catch of the evening. 5 yards, goes for 6. DeMars has now caught 4 touchdowns this season and 17 touchdowns overall. Passing for Clem this season. Go for 2. Clem rolls out to the right. Geyer in his face. Looking for the pylon. Cuts back inside. Geyer grapples him down. 2-point conversion, no good. Still 12-0 on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. 1 second to tick in the first quarter. Cavalier up 12-0 against Finley Sharon Page. See how the Spartans respond. If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, may look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com. Coming back from the 5-yard touchdown strike from Bryson Clem to Caden DeMars. Puts Cavalier up 12-0. 1 second left to play in the first quarter on the Keith Oury Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Finley Sharon Page ready to receive their 3rd kickoff of the night. Zara Carlson and Blake Jacobson, the deep backs. Kicking off for Cavalier once again, Ty Holmquist. Spartans having a tough time after Liam Satcham's interception. Couldn't stand with 21 yards for Cavalier to work with on offense. Holmquist swings his right boot away. Carlson receives it at the 10, make it the 9. Reamer the block from on that far sideline, and Carlson scurries his way to his own bench just inside the 30. Mark it out of bounds at the 32. That's what the Spartans set up shop. End of the first quarter. Take that break with them. Finley Sharon Page trails 12-0 against Cavalier. Keith Irie, Pioneer Seat Scoreboard.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley Sharon Hope Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Well, Jerry Peralta, it's the second quarter. Cavaliers up 12-0 against Finley Sharon Page. A lot of energy for the Tornadoes. 2 touchdown passes by Bryson Quim, their leading passer and rusher. What have you expected so far going into this game, and how have you seen it play out?
Well, I mean, this was definitely going to be a very tough matchup for the Spartans. Tornadoes are number 1 in the region for a reason. They're undefeated for a reason. They play with a lot of energy and come out swinging. And definitely defensively, you know, the Tornadoes have just had an answer for Carlson and Jacobson. And the Spartans are really going to have to find a way to get them going if they want to come back.
Power eye for Satcham, hands off Jacobson near side, dive play. This one's pushed to the 36-yard line, gain of 4 for Blake. Blake with 9 yards on 4 carries. That ball's at the 32. Push it to the 36. Here just underway in the second quarter. 5 games on YourLiveEvent.com tonight. 5 football broadcasts. 4 in North Dakota, 1 in Minnesota. Only 9-man broadcast of a night. 1 in Minnesota. Red Lake County, Monoman Waubun. Power eye once again for the Spartans at their own 36. Packed box for Cavalier on defense. Hand off of the middle. Now stretch it out right side. Jacobson is cut down just shy of a LOS. Looks like in on the play, I believe Avila and Hurst and Enerson. He lost about 1 there. Brings up 3rd and 7 at the 30. Only 1 for 2 tonight. Satcham is passing. This team doesn't pass a lot. And you heard Coach Mitch Greenwood talk about we want to force them to pass. And they forced Satcham to pass. And just the second time of the night, he's picked off by Carter.
First time of the night.
First time of the night. That first pass actually went to Blake Jacobson for the minimal gain. Toss to Carlson near sideline. And he's going nowhere, upended for a minimal gain. In on the play. Looks like Jake Steele from his linebacking spot.
Tornado a little slow to get up there, but
get an official number. Looks like number 7, Sterling Enerson, a little shaky.
Yeah, but he's pretty good. The ref goes over and talks with him, saying he's good.
Ball's at the 37-yard line. It's 4th down and 5, so a gain of 2 for Carlson. He's now at 0 yards rushing on 5 carries. Had a tough night in that backfield so far, and that's what Cavalier does well on defense. Cavalier doesn't give up a lot of yards this season. They're going to go for it, looks like. Satcham back to pass. Has receivers to both sides. He'll go over the middle. That's Reamer. Dylan Reamer caught and shy of the sticks. Right at the 40-yard line. He needed the 42. Turnover on down. Second time of the night for Finley Sharon Hope Page.
And good idea there by the Spartans to go through the air, throw off the Tornadoes just a bit, but Tornadoes able to regroup quick enough to get the turnover on downs.
Once again, Cavalier tonight gets a short field to work with. In Spartan territory at the 41. Split out is Hinkle to our right side. Steele in the backfield with Quim in the shotgun. Satcham is on Hinkle to this right side. Draw play up the middle for Steele. Stiff arm to Jacobson. He tears him down. Absolutely rocked him for about 5 yards. Make it 7 yards. Reamer in on the tackle. It's second down.
Bring a 2nd and 3. Ball on about the 34.
Ball's at the 34-yard line for Cavalier. Nice little jolt to start this drive. Already deep in Finley Sharon Page territory.
And this is what the Tornadoes have been doing. They've been getting these chunk plays to get 6 or 7 yards and such manageable field position to get the first downs.
Clem's going to pass over the middle, has a man caught. Carter takes it to the crib. Touchdown Cavalier from 34 yards out.
Touchdown.
3 completions tonight for Clem, all touchdowns. Second catch tonight for Carter. He's 41 yards through the air and 2 receptions, both touchdowns. It's 20, now make it 18-0. Cavalier, they'll go for 2 here in this second quarter.
Clem had a lot of time in the pocket there and didn't really need to worry too much.
And the shotgun doubles to the right, make it trips to the right. Single to the left, steal to his left hip. Gonna roll to the left, now go back over the middle. Is gonna be tangled down by Doug Geyer. And a 2-point conversion is no good for the 3rd time tonight, but for the 3rd time tonight, Cavalier strikes over the middle, 34 yards to Carter. 18-0 Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page. See if the Spartans can find some spark after this.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Coming back after the touchdown toss by Bryson Clem to Landon Carter, the second time those two have tangoed in the end zone. It's 18-0 Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page in the second quarter on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seat scoreboard. Regular season finale. 7-0 Tornadoes, number 3 and 9-man. 5-2 Finley Sharon Page, potentially the last game in the Finley Sharon Page as the Spartans. Here at Hope Page, Holmquist kicks away. Right kick is away. This is going to go out of bounds. No, it just dies at the 25, picked up by Thompson. Jack Thompson roped down for no yardage on the return. They're going to mark him at the 25. Jerry, this Cavalier offense, pretty cunning, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that Coach Greenwood had mentioned throughout, or mentioned in the pregame is, we try to game plan for one thing, and then we end up going with another thing. We saw it last week. Game plan to run the ball a lot more, ended up with 5 passing touchdowns. It feels like the same way. They game plan to run the ball a lot more, but they are just doing a good job through the air.
Trick play, Jacobson tosses to Dylan Reamer on the end around reverse. Dylan Reamer finds 5 yards to the 30-yard line. So Jacobson passes for just the 3rd time this season. He's a touchdown this season as well. And they call it a 6-yard gain. That's Dylan Reamer's second catch of the night. Now for 9 yards. Ball is at the 32 of Finley Sharon Hope Page.
A little bit of trickery here, Coach Fontaine really trying to pull out all the stops, and his team's not down by a lot, but they're definitely going to try and do anything they can to come back.
No I formation, no. Send Reamer out to the wing position. And no, bring him back in. No, he's at the receiver position, and all sorts of confusion for Finley Sharon Page. Timeout by Finley Sharon Page. Andrew Canes, I believe, called that timeout. We'll take it with him down 18-0. Bring it up a 2nd and 4 at the 32 of Cavalier. Excuse me, Finley Sharon Page when we come back. Finley Sharon Page just calling a timeout. I believe just the first of the half, down 18-0 in this 7-28 in the second quarter. Second down and 4 for the Spartans to work with at their own 32 after a trick play, double reverse. A reverse handoff to Carlson and went back to Jacobson, who found Dylan Reamer for 4, make it 6 yards. Spartans bringing up the bag of tricks early on in this ball game.
Definitely something they're going to need to do. Going to have to dig deep into that bag of tricks.
And the shotgun is Carlson. He sends out Jacobson wide to the left. Carlson's going to pass. Pump fakes, now rolls to the right, and he is roped down in the backfield. Screaming from the backside is Steele and Hinkle in on the hurry. Brings up 3rd and long.
Trying to do everything they can, but the Tornadoes, Cavaliers, just doing a good job of reading these plays and really not letting things develop for the Spartans.
Last time here in Hope, North Dakota for Zyra Carlson, he went for 241 yards on 23 attempts and 2 touchdowns against Het Northwood. Tonight, 6 carries, -5 yards, Jerry. Brings up 39 at the 27. Doubles to the right, Thompson and Reamer. And then Cody Reamer out to the left side. Thompson races across in motion, and we have multiple flags on the field.
False start. This is going to be coming back, so a 3rd and longer. Yeah, just hiked it while in motion, and I believe that was.
It was Reamer.
Oh, delay of game.
Oh, they call it delay of game. We don't have a clock here to even keep track of that.
I wasn't even aware of that one. Yeah, it seemed like Cody Reamer was not, or Cody or Dylan Reamer was not set, and I figured that was going to be a false start.
Back him up 5, second penalty, make it 3rd penalty of the night for Finley Sharon Page. That one offset earlier for hold. 3rd and 14 at the 22. Satcham shotgun, spread offense, in motion is Reamer. Has Jacobs on the block for him, flushed out to his right, goes at sideline, and nobody there in coverage. From his D-line spot is Enerson pushing out to an outside linebacker position, and it's 4th down and long for FSHP.
Just having to throw it away, and
Bring it 4th down.
Good idea there. Good idea there by Satcham to just not take the sack, just throw the ball away.
Got
and
a flag.
they're gonna call that intentional grounding.
And no one was there.
Nobody was there, but
was he out of the box? He was flushed out for a second, but not enough. It looks like.
Yeah, he might have had at least a foot inside the pocket, which causes that, which would cause that intentional grounding. So who knows?
It's now 4th and 24. After that penalty by Finley Sharon Page, backs him up a country mile. Ball at the 12-yard line.
So we will see the punt team come out.
Calvin Satcham will do the honors. This one push to the left side. Gets a nice friendly bounce, picked up by Carter, who is back deep. He cuts back inside, runs to his own man with Enerson inside the 30, balls at the 28. Once again, Cavalier, a short field to work with.
Yeah, definitely, and Satcham didn't really get all of it that he was looking for, but I mean, just good run there by the Tornadoes.
Tornadoes looking to take 6 more onto the board, up 18-0. 5:47 and ticking here in the second quarter.
They have scored on every single drive so far. They're going to stop the clock to reset it.
There we go. I don't think we're at running clock, Jerry.
We are not at running clock. But they
Trips right bunch for Clem. Steele to his right hip pocket. He'll look to the right side. Now flush to his left. Not even flush. He's going to take it himself. Now comes back over the middle. Cuts back. Clem with open field to go. He's going to make Reamer crossed up by Clem. Escapes another tackle. Stiff arm on his feet. Takes another hit into the end zone. He is in. Clem is captivating from 28 yards out. Touchdown Cavalier.
And I mean, what a run there by Clem. He gets flushed out of the pocket to his left. He cuts back around, has three Spartan defenders chasing him, has a lane, and he just was not going to get stopped there.
Evaded the entire convoy of Spartans on that left side, cut it back across, stiff arm, jukes, and just carries a pile for 6 more. 2-point conversion? No, we're going to go. Drop kick attempt by Hinkle, who can do it all on the field, but he can't do it right there. It's 24-0 Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page on the Keith Lowry Pioneer scoreboard. 701-789-0315. Please give Keith their business. Cavalier in top-tier business tonight against Finley Sharon Page.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
That 28-yard scamper by Klim, his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. The leading rusher and passer on this squad, the dual-threat quarterback, the senior, put 6 on the board, 24-0 Cavalier, and Finley Sharon Page, Keith Lowry, Pioneer seat scoreboard. Ty Holmquist kicks off. Line drive going to be picked up by Thompson. He fumbles it near the 25, now loops back and cut down right at the 25 again, give him to the 26. Finley Sharon Page in familiar territory in back-to-back drives.
Yep, and as we saw on that last drive they had before they had to punch it away, they did pull out some trick plays here. So you can't expect that they're going to want to do that again. But what will we see? Are we going to see Jacobson throw the ball some more? Or are we going to see
Satcham, or not Satcham? Well, Satcham has been subbed out in the receiver position, and Carlson has been back there as well. He didn't throw it, but he has given looks. 5:10 left in the second quarter.
Satcham goes under center, so he's back at quarterback.
Split backfield with Carlson at the wing. He's going to go to the right. Flare out, handoff to up the middle to Reamer, who takes a jolt and a flag is thrown. He had the first down, but it looks like the penalty will negate that.
We will be coming back off of the hold, it looks like.
And Reamer just roared through those defensive players. Holding on Finley Sharon Page, their 4th penalty tonight.
So a good run negated by a penalty. Penalties have played the big factor here for the Spartans.
10-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 20. Push it to the 18. We have 4 penalties for 55 yards tonight. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. 24-0 ball game. Only one shutout all season by Cavalier. That was against Hatton Northwood, 54-0 on September 10th. Looks like I formation for Satcham. Toss to the right, and a reverse no. Jacobson going to keep it himself, and he's up in it and cut down by Carter playing that cornerback position. Looks like a gain of 4 yards.
And definitely, like we said, we were going to be seeing a lot more of these trick plays come out as Coach Fontaine really going to try and figure this out. Figure out this Cavalier defense.
13 rushing yards on 6 carries by Jacobson. 2nd down and 15 to the 22-yard line. It looked like it could have been reversed. Jacobson and the Spartans playing with the Cavalier defense. Doubles to the left for Satcham. Single back is Reamer. Bubble screen for Carlson. Has a blocker in front of him with Thompson, but he is absolutely contained and being belted and pelted by the Cavalier defense. My goodness, Carlson slow to get up as well. He took a beating on that play, Jerry.
Got hit by several Cavalier defenders, and they have been. And that is the one thing the Tornadoes have been playing. They've been playing some hard-hitting football here in this first half with 3:33 left to go.
Carlson's first catch of the night for 3. Satcham's 3rd completion. He is 3 for 5, 13 yards, and an interception. 3rd down and 12 at the Spartan 25. Down by 24. I formation. Looks like Carlson out to the left in the receiver spot. Jacobson flares out to the left. Satcham back to pass. Screen pass. And it looks for Cody Reamer. Incomplete at his feet. 4th down and 12.
Yeah, trying to set the screen plays going. is that they've worked so far when they've hit, but just Cavalier blowing that one up, not giving Satcham the time to just set, or at least not letting the blockers set in front of Reamer.
Looks like Kevin Satcham came out to punt. He'll do the honors. Coach Mitch Greenwood said he would force Finley Sharon Page to pass the ball tonight, a team that likes to run the rock. And they have had to pass it before. This one, a line drive, low, picked up by Carter Wright, the 50 off one hop. Swerves left, now goes right, inside the 40, now spinning inside the 36. And that's now at the 31. Carter on a 19-yard return.
Yeah, and Cavalier, their offense, looking to continue what they've been doing, have yet to have a drive where the Spartans have stopped them, as they've just scored on every single possession they've had so far.
Last time out for Cavalier, 28 yards, a crib call for quarterback Bryson Klim. Breaking multiple tackles, putting on many stiff arms. He's in the shotgun. Hinkle to the right in the receiver spot. Play action to Steele. Pump fake, going deep to the right, looking for his man Hinkle. Over the shoulder, diving catch, and that is a first down for Cavalier. Hinkle can do it all, but there's a flag in the backfield, and it's coming back.
What a beautiful diving catch there by Hinkle, and what a shame it has to be negated off of the hold by Cavalier.
Man, Hinkle is the definition of Charlie Hustle. And then pushes it back off the hold by Cavalier, just their second penalty of the night. And it brings it inside the 45, make it at the 47 for Cavalier. First and 17 for the Tornadoes. Just their second penalty.
Yep.
Playing clean so far. Looks like a split gun backfield. Left side is Ty Holmquist, receiver's position. Klim with Hinkle and Steele. Goes to Steele, who is absolutely sent down by Carlson and Jacobson. Carlson hit low, and Jacobson cleans him off high.
Yeah, and that's the tandem that the Spartans are trying to go to on both offense, and we're seeing them play their parts here on defense.
Minimal gain for Steele. Second down coming up. Looks like he didn't gain anything on the play, maybe half a yard. They'll go same formation. It's a split gun. Holmquist to the left. Rolling to the left. Looks like a read option for Klim. And he looks to go to Hinkle, who cut to the right side up the right hip of Klim. Klim's looking to his left. Nobody's there. The turf is there eventually. Spartans corral him down with Doug Geyer and Hushka on the play. This is inside Cavalier territory now. Coach Mitch Greenwood takes his second timeout of the half, up 24-0 against Finley Sharon Page on the Keith Avery Pioneer Switchboard. Let's see how Cavalier responds with third and a country mile coming up.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Finley Sharon Page looking for its first defensive stop of the night. Cavalier has scored on all of their drives, up 24-0. And now is as a good a time as any for Finley Sharon Page. They have Cavalier backed up at their own 48 after starting the drive in Finley Sharon Page territory. 3rd and 29 for the Tornadoes to twist.
Yeah, and the last drive that the Tornadoes or the Spartans had a chance to stop was Tornadoes were in deep in red zone territory and they just couldn't. But now the Tornadoes are deep back in their own territory. So good opportunity as any.
Play action for Klim, goes over the middle. Caught, no, I think it hit the ground first.
They're going to say catch.
They call it to Holmquist.
Reception.
With the reception back in the Finley Sharon Page territory. That ball is at the 43-yard line of the Spartans. Call it a gain of 8. Almost under a minute to play, 1:10 and ticking. 4th down and still a very country mile. 4th down and 20, so a gain of 9 on the play for Cavalier. Catch by Holmquist, his first of the night. Looks like Cavalier goes for it. Trips bunch to the right, DeMars to the left. Tied in. Clem with steal to his right hip. Takes the snap. Has pressure coming from Jacobson. Steps up. Now goes in the flats, and it's incomplete. Looking for his tight end, DeMars. Turnover on downs for Cavalier. Finley Sharon Page with 40 seconds to work with at their own 43. Looking to punch back and find a spark.
Yeah, definitely. 40 seconds left. Still a good chunk of time. And you have 2 timeouts to work with. So definitely good opportunity for the Spartans. A great defensive effort there. Give your offense a bit of a boost.
Jacobson provided the hurry on that far side defensive end position, forcing Clem to step up and just threw it off balanced. His man was wide open, DeMars just couldn't get it to him. High formation for Satcham. Jacobson the deep back. Thompson the end. They'll go Carlson, far side. He's wide open. There's a flag on the play. Carlson, stiff arm, makes a man miss, and jarred out of bounds. I believe that's going to come back.
It is.
I think Carlson drew the flag.
Yeah, Carlson, I think, took a step or just got a step too early on that one.
Ball is at the 42-yard line. So we'll remember that. Sorry about that, Elizabeth. Shout out to our camera worker tonight, Elizabeth, catching the action.
The refs are convening now.
Refs converge and confer right near midfield.
Potentially false start. That's the realistic call here. As Carlson takes a step too early.
He was wide open. I didn't even see him on that far sideline in the shadow.
And it is going to be a false start. And so a good play negated by just a step too early. Carlson a little too excited there. And, I mean, great play. Worked like a charm, but, what can you do at that point?
Instead of a chunk play for Carlson, it's a penalty for 5 yards, the 5th of the night for Finley Sharon Page, 60 penalty yards. Tough to work with when down 24-0. Clock is running with under 30 seconds now. It's like Carlson out wide to the right, Satcham under center, Jacobson out wide to the left. Satcham back to pass, has time, sets his feet, going deep, has Reamer off his hands. Oh, Reamer had it off his mitts, had a clear lane to the end zone, split the defenders, and it's 2nd down. Oh, goodness.
And Reamer's kicking himself right now. He's frustrated. It was in his hands and just slipped by. 12 seconds left. You still have 3 downs to work with if you can get 2 quick passes off here.
Ball at the 37 of Finley Sharon Page. 2nd down and 15. 12 seconds to tick for Satcham and the Spartans. Finley Sharon Page started this game at midfield. Turned it over on downs. Now near midfield again. Carlson split out wide to the left. Jacobson to the right. Reamer the back. Satcham under center. Back to pass. Has time. Now going to roll to the right. Trying to set his feet. Goes over to the near sideline for him on that far sideline. Looking for Jacobson. Incomplete. 4 seconds left to play. 5th incompletion of the night for Satcham. He's 3 for 8 with an interception. Jerry Peralta will have interviews with our coaches of the night at halftime. After the buzzer sounds for the first half. 3rd and 15 for Finley Sharon Page at their own 37. 4 seconds. Down by 24. Doubles to the left. That's Carlson and Thompson. Satcham, back to pass. No, draw play, delayed to Cody Reamer. Makes a man miss, gets a block, tries to cut it outside, and he's taken down at the 50 after a gain of 13. He had a lane, and Cavalier cuts him off. 24-0, Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page at halftime at the Keith Irie Pattern Seat scoreboard. We'll take a break and come back with halftime interviews, scores from around the league, and stats here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackel, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Welcome back to Hope Page School in Hope, North Dakota. It's halftime. Finley Sharon Hope Page senior night being honored for the Spartans. They're currently down 24-0 against Cavalier on the Keith Irie Pioneer scoreboard. Jerry Peralta, before we let you talk about your interview with Mitch Greenwood, the head honcho for Cavalier in his first year, let's recap our scoring drives, all for Cavalier tonight. They have scored on all drives but one.
Yeah, definitely, and it all starts at the first quarter with 7 minutes, 35 seconds left. You had a 6-yard pass from Clean to Carter. 2-point conversion, no good, puts them up 6-0. Then with 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter, you have a 5-yard pass from Clean to DeMars, and another 2-point conversion, no good. 12-0 at the end of the first quarter. Going into the second quarter with 9 minutes left, you had a 34-yard pass bomb by Clean to Carter, and 2-point conversion, no good. The Tornadoes
seems to be a trend here, huh?
Yeah, Tornadoes seem to be struggling with the conversions here. And with 5:16 left to go in the second quarter, a 28-yard run from Clean, and as he just made it look too easy, splitting the defense, and was not going to be stopped as he scored, putting the Tornadoes up 24-0.
Clem has been clean tonight, passing and rushing, and for Cavalier offensively, 73 rushing yards, 25 passing, all just for 98. You know why? They're up 24-0, but only not even 100 yards across on the yardage mark. Short field. And we're going to talk about that with Coach Mitch Greenwood with Jerry Peralta here in a moment.
Here for the halftime coach's comments here with Coach of the Cavalier Tornadoes, Coach Greenwood. Now, what has been the success for you guys so far in this first half?
We've had a good amount of success throwing the ball through the air. They're loading up the box. They're trying to take away our running game, and so that just opens up our receivers.
Definitely something we've been seeing, kind of like what you mentioned to last week. It seems like you planned to run the ball a lot more, but you're going through the air because they're leaving that open for you.
Well, they're doing a great job of taking away our run, especially up the middle, so we have to adjust to that. And for them to take away that run, it opens something else up. So we just have to take what they're willing to give us.
And defensively, you have held Carlson and Jacobson to a standstill, doing exactly what you wanted to do, forcing them to throw the ball. How has that been helping your team as a whole?
Well, it doesn't. It makes us so that we can kind of dictate the defenses. Like I said before the game, we're trying to just put them in positions where they're not comfortable. We know that they're a pound the ball type of a team, so we're going to load up the box until they beat us through the air, and hopefully we just continue to have success in the second half with that.
And what are you guys going to need to do in the second half to just close this game out?
We are going to have to start running the ball a little bit more, probably eat up some of the clock. We've got to be able to move it and have some drives. We've had success through the air, but they've been quick strikes, and we got to keep our defense off the field for a little bit. If we keep our defense on the field all second half, it's going to be tough to keep them out of the end zone. So we want to put some drives together and eat up the clock.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Mitch Greenwood, a Cavalier first-year head honcho for the Tornadoes. He has his Tornadoes up 24-0 on the Keith Lowry Pattern Seat scoreboard at halftime. We just recapped the first half stats for Cavalier. Only 98 offensive yards, all short field opportunities for the Tornadoes. They have one interception and I believe 2 turnovers on downs forced against the Spartan offense. For that Spartan offense, 39 overall, 26 rushing, 13 passing. Carlson, 6 rushes, -5 yards. Jacobson, 6 rushes for 13 yards. To end the first half, Cody Reamer had a lane, almost broke it for 6. He finds 17 instead on that rush. So actually 23 yards for him overall tonight. So tack on 5 more for Finley Sharon Page offensively. That makes 44 overall and 31 rushing for the Spartans here at the halftime break. Finley Sharon Page, penalty-wise, 6, make it 5 for 60 yards. And Cavalier, 2 for just, 20 for Cavalier. Senior night being honored for Finley Sharon Page tonight. I can read out some of those seniors later on in our halftime report. When we come back, we'll take a look around the league and look to the second half here between Cavalier and Finley Sharon Page on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do basketball, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
Welcome back to our halftime show on YourLiveEvent.com. Just under 4 minutes left here in halftime. Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page, cleaning it up on the Keith Lowry Pattern scoreboard at 701-789-0315. Just a few short moments, Jerry Peralta will recap our scores from around the YourLiveEvent.com coverage area. 4 games, football-wise, in North Dakota, and 1 in Minnesota. That one in Minnesota, Mahnomen-Waban and Red Lake County in a Section 8A clash, a showdown for the Thunderbirds, coming off a loss versus Edinburgh West a few short weeks ago. I believe, Jerry Peralta, you're ready to take us around the league.
Taking you around the league here on YourLiveEvent.com, going across the border to Minnesota just to get things underway. Mahnomen-Waban, the Thunderbirds currently leading Red Lake County 30-0 as we are at halftime now. We're looking at here in North Dakota now for some 11-man football. Hillsborough Central Valley beats Grafton 35-0. That game started a little earlier than usual, so they're done a lot quicker. Ellendale Edgeley-Culm leads Oak Grove 20-14 going into the halftime. And Central Cass also going into halftime with the lead against Lytton HMB 20-6. And those are your scores from around the league here on your live event.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Felt very official around the league. Here in 9-man, however, it's 24-0. Finley Sharon Page trails Cavalier on the Keith Diary Pioneers scoreboard. And as of right now, the 5th matchup overall between Cavalier and the Finley Sharon Page co-op that dates back to 2007. The Cavalier Tornadoes have outscored the Spartans 274-0, Jerry. We talked about it to begin the game. We had an idea that the likes of Carlson and Jacobson could get in the end zone, but between the both of them, Carlson -5 and Jacobson just 13 on the ground, both 6 rushes. What have you seen from Cavalier's top-tier defense?
Well, it's definitely something that Coach Greenwood has just been mentioning. They want to stop the game. They want to be able to force they want to stop the run game. They want to force the Spartans to throw the ball, which they have done with a lot of great success, and it has forced Coach co-head Coach Fontaine to go into his bag of tricks, come up with these different plays that could change the situation. And Coach Greenwood mentioned in his halftime interview that until the Spartans can beat them through the air, they're going to just keep pounding them on that front line.
Satcham in the first half, 3 for 8, 13 yards. Jacobson on a trick play, 1 for 1 for 6. This Cavalier defense, we call it the cream of the crop for a reason. On defense, they have caused 15 turnovers now, 5 interceptions for the Tornadoes. As far as not allowing a score to Finley Sharon Page ever, they've only given up 165 passing yards coming into this game, 709 rushing into this game, and overall, 874. The Tornadoes have not given up 1,000 yards on the season yet, and it's the regular season finale, Jerry.
Yeah, and, it is definitely been a tight one here as the Tornadoes have just controlled everything that the Spartans have been doing. And offensively, the Cavalier has just been playing really good football. Cleem has just been doing what he has done all season, doing a good job on the ground, through the air, and the Tornadoes just thinking on their feet. Okay, they've shut down our run game. We're going to hit them over the air. All right, they've slowed us down through the air. Let's hit them on the ground. The Tornadoes just have, like we've talked about in the pregame, they have that flurry of talent that no matter what you throw at them, they have an answer for you.
Clem, in the backfield it's pick your poison for that Cavalier offense. He's the dual threat quarterback. Behind him is the outstanding efforts of Hinkle and Steele in the running back spots. Steele came into this game with 4 touchdowns on the ground, 86 carries for 446 yards. He hasn't touched it that much that night. Hinkle almost had a great grab. He did, but it was negated by a holding penalty. He came in tonight with 51 carries for 285 yards, 4 touchdowns. And in the receiving game, 240 yards on 15 receptions and 5 touchdowns. Clem, he is, I overused this, cream of the crop, top tier, what do you want to call it? He is the man for Cavalier. He has scored, 4 times tonight? 3 passing and 1 rushing. He has done it all for Cavalier as we are set for the second half here at Hope Page School. Finley Sharon Page will kick off with Calvin Satcham. First time the Spartans have kicked off all night.
Yeah, and the Tornadoes only scoring on all 4 of on
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 whenever they have the ball. Great defensive stop there towards the end of the first half by the Spartans, caused a turnover on down, and hence, the Tornadoes aren't up by 30. So the Spartans defense really is just going to have to play the way they did on that stop, or on that drive where they got the stop. And if they can do that, they can give their offense some time, or give the coaches some time to come up with something offensive to bring themselves back.
Cavalier looks like they're expecting an onside kick. Hinkle is the deep back, his feet planted at his own 20-yard line. Satcham to boot it for the Spartans. Third quarter is just moments away from being underway. here at Hope Page. 24-0, Cavalier on top. See what they do. Onside kick is away, and it does not travel far enough. Just 2 yards shy. The ball was touched. Everyone's going to pounce on it. A fight breaking out in the gridiron. And Cavalier, once again, with a short field. But the coaching staff for Cavalier gonna get a fire lit under their special teams right there. Almost let it up for Finley Sharon Page.
Yeah, you know, it was a very
chaotic.
Very chaotic because the Tornadoes, they grab the ball, and at the moment they touch it, it is live. And so the Spartans could have easily have gotten that onside kick and started this second half with the ball.
Nonetheless, Cavalier has it at the Spartan 42. Short field to work with again. Split gun for Clem. Single receiver to the right. Hinkle goes in motion, flare out to the right. Handoff up the middle, play action. Clem goes far side, sideline, and Reamer in coverage of Holmquist, incomplete.
Yeah, well out of the reach from Holmquist, could not catch up with it, and good defensive stop there by the Spartans to get things going.
Clem 4 for 8 tonight. 25 yards, 3 touchdowns. His first 3 completions went for 6. Missing on that one, just a bit too far. Same formation for Clem. Same flare out. And this time hand off to Steele, who goes up the middle, cuts back inside. Taken down by Jacobson, who gives an extra shove. Hushka around the area as well. Looks like a gain of 2 yards.
Brings a third and about 8.
Yeah, and it looks like the ref's going to give give Jacobson a warning. You know, you better watch yourself.
Looks like Connor Dahl's in the game. No Dylan Reamer out there for Finley Sharon Page on defense. Same formation for Clem. Split gun. Takes the snap. Toss play to Hinkle right side. Has the far sideline. Has a convoy of blockers. Has the first down and out of bounds after a gain of 13 yards.
Yeah,
Hinkle hurries out of bounds for the first.
The Spartans, you know, they almost rush 8, and you have 1 DB on the outside to cover that receiver for the.
I misspoke. He stepped out of bounds. It's only a gain of 12 for Hinkle. And now they'll come back out 4th and inches. Split gun, Holmquist to the left side. Clem has a blitz coming, hands off Steele, draw, and he's right at the sticks. Is he there in time? They'll have to bring out the chain gang for this one. Carlson able to cut in, but was he in time? The spot doesn't look favorable for Cavalier.
We may need, yeah, I agree. They're probably going to need to bring out the chains for this one.
Bust out that chain gang. Here they come.
Definitely, we will see them come out onto the field. Get a measurement.
It'd be huge. Absolutely crucial for Finley Sharon Page and Carlson to get a stop to open up the third quarter down 24-0. They've only stopped Cavalier once tonight. Here's the chain measurement.
And
that is short.
So a great stop there to come out by the Spartans. And now the Tornadoes are 4 for 6.
Last 2 drives for Cavalier have not paid to fruition. Finley Sharon Page in business, set up shop at their own 34. 11:03 in the third quarter. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Jerry Peralta, and Elizabeth on the camera here at Hope Page School. Satcham's in the shotgun. Don't see this a lot, but we have tonight. Doubles. He sends Reamer motion. Left to right. Satcham going to take it himself. Quarterback keeper. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. Hinkle takes him head on for a minimal gain, if that.
Maybe a half a yard if they're going to be generous. They will be generous and give him that yard.
Push it to the 34. They call it 2nd and 9. Finley Sharon Page taking its time in the huddle. First 4 drives for Cavalier, all 6 on the board. Looks like hustling to the huddle is Trevor Thompson. One of the starting ends for Finley Sharon Page. He's in the slot, trips right. He leads that trips right. Satcham in the shotgun again. Jacobson the block for him. He's going to take it himself. That's Carlson blocking. Not enough blocking. Coming in is Everson. And looks like Avila cleaning up
Second and about 9. Third and 9.
No gain on the play. 2 straight quarterback keeps for Satcham. He can't sneak his way past the Cavalier defense. Thompson checks out. That's Trevor Thompson. Carlson in, as well as Dylan Reamer, who dropped a big pass at the end of that second quarter. He may have walked in for 6. Satcham doubles to both sides. Cody Reamer left to right in motion. Satcham back to pass, looks to his right, has Carlson in the flats at the 40, incomplete, 4th down and 9.
Brings a 4th down.
And good idea there, Carlson, with pretty much had a step on his defender there, and if he had caught that, could have broke one at least for a 1st down.
He would have been about, if he caught at the 40 on that out route, 3 yards shy of the 1st down, and with his speed and his elusiveness, he would have gotten it, in my humble opinion. Looks like Calvin Satcham will punt, however. 4th and 9 at his own 35. His feet planted at his own 25. Gets his snap. Good snap. That one almost blocked. Oh, goodness me. This one gets a favorable Spartan bounce inside the 50, and it's at the Cavalier 46. That's where they set up shop, up 24-0.
Ironically, this is worst isn't the exact word, but this is.
It is technically the worst.
This is the worst field position that the Tornadoes have started on offense in this entire game. Most of the time, they've started it at least within the Spartans midfield, in Spartans territory, midfield line.
Landon Carter, left receiver, split out to the left. A jump by both spots. Both squads jumped there. Clem in the shotgun.
I
thought Finley Sharon Page came across first. It caused the left guard to jump. What are they going to call
They're going to call it false start because it looks like they're about to go back. So Cavalier with the false start. Oh, well, the refs are going to converge. And nope, they are going to go back. It is a false start.
Good, because I already marked them down on my paper, and pin is permanent.
You got to get those erasable pens. I'm just telling you.
I got to make a trip to the general store. 1st and 15. Ball is pushed to the 41-yard line of Cavalier. Carter split out to the left. Hinkle to the right. Steele to the right hip of Clem in the shotgun. Packed box for Finley Sharon Page on defense. Handoff up the middle to Steele. Slipping through the tackle and now being carried for 4 yards. Gain of 4 looks like.
He was a carry.
Push it to the 45.
Brings it 2nd about 10.
Okay, 2nd and 10 coming up. 10 rushes for Steele, 28 yards. Not eye-popping stats tonight for Cavalier, but nonetheless, they're up big time. Same formation for Clem. He'll go play action. Reed himself, it's a read option. Hurries to the left side, gets a clock from Carter, and roped down by a Reamer off the wrangle, and he has the 1st down on this near sideline.
And good option there by Clem to just keep it, or Clem to keep it himself and get the yardage, and great block there.
Tornado 1st down.
Ball is to the 42-yard line from the 45. Gain of 12 for Clem.
Bring the 1st and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Clem 5 carries for 44 yards tonight. A 28-yard touchdown in there in Spartan territory. Single receiver to the right for Clem. Split gun. And a jump by Steele. Thompson saw it because he jumped too, but he didn't go across. Trevor Thompson had a little, he puckered for sure.
Steele just getting a little bit too carried away there. A lot of excitement from him.
Another penalty on this drive for Cavalier, their 4th of the night. Tornadoes back in the same formation. Holmquist split out wide to the Rev. Handoff in the middle. Ball's on the ground. Steele gets it back. And a penalty. We have some extracurricular activities. Blake Jacobson jumping up and down. Almost got on top of that one. That's the 2nd fumble. Oh, not the 2nd, because that last one in the 1st quarter was ruled dead.
Yeah.
But the 1st fumble tonight for Cavalier, they get it back.
Question is, what are you going to call call here? What happened? Is this going to be going back further?
They're picking it up. Maybe they're picking it up and waving it off. I don't know.
Nope, it will be on.
It's on
the
Finley Sharon
Spartans.
page. A late hit
It's gonna
on
be
Blake
on-
Jacobson. That's why he's jumping up and down.
Because he was either frustrated with himself or something happened.
6 penalties on the Spartans, 75 yards tonight. Push it up to the Finley Sharon Hope page 34. And it's second down and one. After all that. Same formation, split gun for Clem. Play action, Clem over the middle, looks to pass, floats it over the middle. Carter takes it at the 10 and tingled down to the 5-yard line.
Completed by Carter.
Carter, 28-yard reception for the first down. Carter's first catch. That wasn't a first down tonight.
Ball on about the 5.
His first 2 going for touchdowns. It's at the Spartan 5. Gain of 28 for Carter. 7:30 in the third quarter. First down and goal for Cavalier. Holmquist split out wide to the right. Split gun. Quim going to take it himself. Quarterback keeper. Nick gets a nice block from Hinkle. And he's cut up at the edge by Geyer. Right at the 4. Looks like he'll maybe gain 2 after lunging forward.
Geyer with the tackle.
Might call him for no gain on that play. Geyer doing a good job
Ball on the 5.
building a wall. 6 rush of a night for Clem, 44 yards. Second down and go at the 5 once again. Trips bunch to the right. DeMars to the left, the tight end. Going to be a toss, a steal. He can scurry in, he cuts inside. Touchdown, Cavalier!
Touchdown.
Steals a touchdown, and we have a flag on the field. Extracurricular activity once again. It's 30-0 Cavalier. Steal from 5 yards out, his 11th
Well,
rush.
I actually don't know.
What are we going to call here? Are they going to back it up?
I think they may back it up and negate the score.
Well, they might call
Or
it
they may, or
unsportsmanlike against Cavalier, because he was in. And the flag came way after the score, after the signal was called by the refs on that far line judge.
So the 2-point the conversion is going to be either further back. So it is a personal foul. They will call it a touchdown. So a 5-yard touchdown.
Steele, 11 carries, 33 yards, and his first score. Backs up Cavalier for the 2-point conversion, which they have not converted all night. And this ball is spotted currently at the 4-yard line, it looks like.
3, give or take.
It's a 3, give or take. Cavalier looking for 2 more, up 30-0 on Finley Sharon Page. Clem under center. 3 backs behind him. Carter in there as well. Carter splits out wide to the left. Handoff up the middle. No, play action. Clem looks to the left. Now scurries. Almost roped down. Breaks a tackle from Geyer. Over the middle. And he finds a wide open DeMars for 2. And it is raining penalties in Hope. They're going to call a holding on Cavalier because Clem did his best Houdiniac to get himself off the tackle from Geyer and finding DeMars.
Yeah, Steele and Steele and Jacobson having a bit of an exchange of words there at the end of it. So
Jacobson has been around the field tonight talking and some extra shoves, a lot of energy flowing in this Region 2 rivalry game.
Yeah, do they so blindside block during the play. So we will replay the
all for naught.
We will replay the 2-point conversion.
Blindside block.
And then unsportsmanlike by Jacobson.
Offset. Let's do it again. Here we go, Jerry. 30-0 still. 6:09, third quarter. Cavalier. This time they'll come out with doubles of the left. Clem is a tight end. Hinkle, no. Direct snap to Avila. Ball's on the ground, still on the ground. Here's a pile. Reamer gets on top of it. 2 point is no good in the most chaotic way possible for Cavalier. 5:55 to go in the second half here in the third quarter. 30-0 on Finley Sharon Page on the Keith Lowry Pioneers scoreboard. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Spartans looking for a spark.
When you need seed for your farm, contact Rocky Nedham. Nedham Seeds in Caledonia, 701-430-1149. Wheat varieties include LCS Trigger, LCS Rebel, AgriPro, SY Velda. Nedham Seeds also has barley seed and Seedex sugar beet seed, plus Pioneer corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed. Wheat, barley, corn, soybean, sunflower, alfalfa, and sugar beet seed. Nedham Seeds, Caledonia, 701-430-1149.
I believe, me and Jerry Peralta believe, Cavalier was lining up for a drop kick field goal with Avila, Demetrius Avila, to tack on the extra point after the 5-yard touchdown run by Jacob Steele. And 3 different attempts, I believe.
And as we can see, the Tornadoes are actually going to be kicking it back or further back. So they're now, instead of kicking it from the 40, they're kicking it from the 25. I'm assuming that blindside block is what did it.
Carlson takes it to 25. Thompson the block for him. Cuts in the middle. Now back inside to the left, and he's cut down shy of the 40 at the 38. Slow to get up again. Carlson's have a tough night tonight. 6 carries, -5 yardage.
And definitely a tough night for Carlson. Is he's been doing his best to get things going, but the Tornadoes, they've had a solution to him and Jacobson, but by far probably one of the best starting field positions for the Spartans tonight.
Cavalier has held the Spartans' leading rusher Carlson to -5 yards. He came in with 724. Satcham in the shotgun takes a snap in the spread offense, and he's going absolutely nowhere. A brick wall of Cavalier defenders led by Demetrius Avila takes down Satcham for a loss.
Tackle.
Brings it
second and 12.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 at the, call it the 36. Satcham's 4th rush of the night, 0 yards tonight. He's taken 1 sack as well. 5:20, third quarter. Cavalier wins tonight. Region 2 champs outright, defeating Mayport CG in this third place Spartan squad if it falls. Spread offense for Satcham again. Reamer to block to his right hip. Looks to his left side. Has Carlson at the 40 for a gain of 4. Little hitch pattern.
Yep, and that's what the Tornadoes are going to force the Spartans to do a lot more of now. Spartans really can't get that run game going, so they're going to have to attack the Cavaliers through the air.
Satcham 17 yards in the air, 4th completion. 2nd catch for Carlson for 7 yards overall. Second down and 8 at the Spartan 40. Finley Sharon Page taking its time in the huddle. Now they clap and disperse. Jacobson will block for Satcham in the shotgun. Reamer, Cody and Dylan on the near sideline. Jacobson out of the backfield, flare pass to the right. Jacobson shifts 1 tackler and takes a wallop of a hit. And he's slow to get up.
There's a flag. I believe they're going to get him on that contact.
Jacob Steele laid the wood. Slingshotting in on the stop. And that is a...
The coaches for Cavalier are not happy about that call.
And the refs will rebuttal. Good way to put it.
Going to be an unnecessary roughness call on Cavalier.
Personal foul on Cavalier. We've seen a few of those tonight by both squads. Jacobson and the coaching staff for Cavalier dap each other up. All good there, no bad blood here in this Region 2 rivalry. And that penalty makes it 1st down for Finley Sharon Page as Cavalier retreats into its own territory. This will be pushed to the 42 of Cavalier.
And good field position for for the Spartans coming off of that penalty. So definitely something the Spartans are going to have to take advantage of.
Big time. 6 penalty for Cavalier, matching Finley Sharon Page's 6. Satcham under center, spread offense, Reamer behind him. Deep backs, draw play, delayed, and the ball's on the ground. Reamer, 3 against 1.
Covered by Reamer.
And if anyone's going to get a loose ball back against all the odds, it's Cody Reamer. Dude is a tank. He gets it back just in time, and just a miscommunication, mishandlement of the delayed draw to Reamer from Satcham. I believe that's the first fumble we've seen tonight from Finley Sharon Page.
Yeah, the first drop ball, or fumble from the Spartans today, as the Tornadoes, on the other hand, have had 2 different ones, or one of them, because that was called dead.
Flare pass to the left. Carlson takes it, gets a block, cuts upfield inside the 35, and it will be just shy of the first down. 42, push it into the 33.
Bring the third in about 2.
Looks about a gain of 10 for Carlson.
The 50-50 is worth
His third reception of the night. 3rd and 1 at the 34. So a gain of 8, actually. 25 passing yards for Satcham tonight. 15 receiving yards for Carlson. Satcham, quarterback keeper, over the middle.
And it looks like they're going to give him, well, from this angle, it looks like they'll give him the first.
And they do signal first down for Satcham.
First down.
So
he goes for 2 yards.
Spartans now moving the ball off of that penalty. That's exactly what you want. If you're the Spartans, you really need to get something going. You want to stop, or put up some points, give your offense a boost of momentum and a spark.
Spark for the Spartans. Satcham goes to the right side for Carlson. Same type of play. Carlson makes one-man miss near sideline. Now cuts back in field and is tackled down behind by DeMars. First down, Finley Sharon Page inside the 10.
DeMars tackle.
DeMars saved a touchdown and took it off the board from Carlson, putting a move on that near sideline. He caught it from the 32. They mark it, I believe, at the 9. So a gain of 21 yards.
And Derek, as we mentioned in the pregame and we've been talking about throughout this game, the Spartans have never scored against the Tornadoes. And that's going to be 3 flags.
That's not going to be a score.
It will not be a score.
Bunch of flags in the backfield. Carlson found the touchdown. They signaled it.
And Derek, this is the second time we've seen the head official throw his hat on top of this. And the Spartans already know they're coming back.
See what the official call is. Block in the back. And unsportsmanlike on Blake Jacobson.
Block in the back against Spartans.
He's received that a few times tonight.
Yeah, Jacobson really getting fired up, as you could almost say it's frustration, as he could probably feel that they should be playing a lot better, but I mean, it happens. Emotions are high right now. Tensions are high. The Spartans just doing their best.
Listen to this, Jerry. It's 1st and goal. Get it? 1st and goal.
On the 35.
35-yard line for Finley Sharon Page. Quite the trial. 1:31, 3rd quarter. Satcham, spread offense, doubles to both sides. Reamer to block from at his right hip. Takes a snap, low snap from Irie. Looks over middle, goes right side, corner route. That's picked off. Picked off? No, was it dropped? Incomplete.
Incomplete pass to Carlson.
Carlson laid the wood. I believe it was on Holmquist.
Yeah, I believe that was Holmquist too.
It was. I can see a 3 or an 8. It was DeMars. DeMars almost had the interception, and Carlson not having any of that. Got there right on the time to put on the lick.
And, I mean, it was right in his hand as Carlson just laid into him. So, keeps their offensive possession alive.
Would have been an interception number 2 tonight for Satcham. Satcham in the shotgun, has a man in motion. That goes to the right. He takes a wallop of a hit. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Oh, boy. Coming in on that hit for Cavalier makes it 3rd down and 10. Actually, 3rd and goal from the 35.
Seeing some big hits here by Cavalier here in this 3rd quarter.
I'm trying to figure out if DeMar's moved down to that cornerback position or if the numbers are just bleeding together, and I believe he did.
Yeah,
he was at the defensive end position at one point.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to put him back as the Spartans are throwing the ball a lot more. You're going to need, you're going to need to be able to make some big stops quickly, and he has been doing just that.
Carlson out of the backfield or out of the flare pass again. Takes it for a minimal gain. It's 4th and goal, and Spartans have it at the Cavalier 28, I believe, down 30-0, heading to the 4th quarter on the Keith Irie Pioneer scoreboard. If you want help from a firm who has integrity, respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the benefit of the community, then look no further than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys are dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, and Castleton, or visit our website at www.onsteadlaw.com. All right, listen to this, folks. It's 4th down and goal for Finley Sharon Page at the Cavalier 29-yard line. A gain of 6 for Carlson on that last reception from Satcham. Carlson tonight with 26 receiving yards on 5 catches. 26 of Satcham's now make it, I want to say 31. We'll have to clear up our receiving and passing stats here later, but Satcham 6 completions, missed it 7 times. So 6 for 13 tonight for Satcham passing. 4th and goal at the Cavalier 29. Keith Irie Pioneers the scoreboard. 30-0 Cavalier. Spread offense. Low snap from Irie. Satcham just has to get it off. That could be intentional grounding.
Yeah,
he got out of the. He has hurried in the box.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Turnover on downs.
So there's no need for the intentional grounding.
He had no time to get it off. Cavalier crawling at his feet. They set up shop at their own 29. Was that 3 turnover on downs for the Spartans tonight?
Yeah, and definitely had the opportunity to put up a score, and they actually did score. But a blindside or a block in the back and an unsportsmanlike conduct call set them back too far to put those points back up.
Clem in the shotgun, spread offense, handoff up the middle on the draw to Steele, and he finds 2 yards. Not a lot of eye-popping stats as Doug Geyer makes a tackle. 12 rushes, 35 yards for Jacob Steele.
There's still no winner for that 50-50.
Leading rusher for Cavalier tonight is Clem with 6 rushes for 44. 28 of those came off 1 touchdown run. Same formation for Clem. Doubles to both sides. He'll go to Steele once again. Met in the backfield by Hushka. Hushka ropes him down along with Geyer and Cody Reamer.
Well, and you go back to those stats you mentioned, they're not eye-popping. But if you really think about how Cavalier has been playing so far in this game, they've started drives within Spartan territory, so they haven't had the need to extend long drives.
Trips right, flare pass coming to Hinkle. Absolutely clobbered by Carlson. Carlson cleaned his clock and then some, I would say. That one's pushed back to the 25. Carlson read it like a book.
And Coach Greenwood mentioned the Tornadoes are gonna do everything they can to milk the clock, not give the Spartans a lot of opportunities on offense, as they want to get that ground game going, but still just can't.
Listen to this, first punt of the night for Cavalier. This one's from Hinkle. Trevor Hinkle boots it all the way to the Spartan 45, down by Landon Carter. That's where Finley Sharon Page takes their next drive with 9:35 to play in the 4th quarter, down 30-0 on the Keith Irie Pioneers scoreboard.
Bring the 1st and 10.
Looks like the same starting defensive lineup for Cavalier. Looks like Thompson hustles into the lineup. Trevor Thompson hurries in. 30-point game. Still, Finley Sharon Page has not scored against Cavalier. And now almost 5 matchups completed in this rivalry's lifetime. Satcham shotgun, gonna pass, looks to set his feet, goes to his right, finds nobody, finds the grass. He's looking for Cody Reamer, running in the flats on an out route. Second down and 10 at the Spartan 46. Satcham a senior, Cody Reamer a senior. If this is final, the conversation that me and Coach Larry Fontaine had earlier, I believe this possibly might be the last time Spartans play at home this season as a co-op.
Yeah, and going into playoffs, should they make it, they'll be on the road. They will not host a playoff game. So almost a bittersweet moment for the Spartans.
Jacobson the wing. Reamer the deep back, only back. Satcham back the pass, takes his drop. Has Dylan Reamer caught at the 40. He was thrown down as soon as he got it by Carter. Minimal reception of 4.
Brings a 3rd and about 6, ball on the 50.
7th completion for Liam Satcham tonight. 35 yards. Dylan Reamer's 3rd catch tonight. He has 15 yards receiving. 8:13 the play and regulation. Jacobson and Reamer split out wide to the left along with Liam Satcham. Reamer comes back inside to block for Carlson as the sniffer back in the shotgun. Carlson, low snap from Irie, goes to Jacobson. Jacobson fumbles it himself. Ball's on the ground. Cavaliers got that football. Picked up by Carter. He corrals it and takes it back. Turnover, Finley Sharon Page. This one inside the Spartan 40-yard line.
And honestly, I'm I'm not going to lie. I thought that was a forward pass, so that would have been incomplete in my eyes, but I guess not.
I believe that's now 3 turnovers for Finley Sharon Page, 1 interception, and I want to say 2 fumbles, maybe 1 fumble, maybe only 2 turnovers. Make sure I have that correct. Anyway, Clem has it, trips right to his right. Steal to his right hip. Pump fake. Now goes deep over the middle. Wide open. Nobody around him from 40 yards out. He is out of here. Holmquist hurries in for 6. Touchdown, Cavalier. 4th passing touchdown for Clem tonight. 5 overall for him. It's 36-0 Cavalier. They'll go for 2, unless they try to drop kick it again. For Clem on the night, 67 yards passing. That was Holmquist's 2nd catch of the night. 49 yards receiving, his first touchdown of the season, I believe. 2-point conversion on its way, handoff of the middle, Hinkle going nowhere, ball is loose. Ball might have fallen into the end zone, who's got it? Refs looking. They call it a 2-point conversion. Cavalier from the bottom of the pile finds the football after the fumble by Hinkle and lead at Finley Sharon Page 38-0 on the Keith Irie Pioneer C scoreboard with 7:14 left to play in regulation. Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard 701-789-0315. Be right back in 30 seconds.
Pioneer, tailored for your farm, delivering success. With decades of research, Pioneer has the genetics, tools, and local testing capabilities to deliver the most diverse and consistent seed for your farm needs. Work with Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton in Hope, your local Pioneer team, to evaluate your needs and select the best varieties with the right herbicide-tolerant trait for your farm. With the science behind Pioneer products and the local service, you get success from your crop yields. Good luck to the Finley Sharon Hope Page team from your local Pioneer seed representatives, Keith Irie, Matt Powell, and Chelsea Beaton of Hope.
Cavalier leads Finley Sharon Page 38-0 on the Pioneer Seed scoreboard, brought to you by Keith Irie after the 40-yard touchdown toss from Bryson Clem to Ty Holmquist. That's Holmquist's 2nd touchdown of the season. He has 3 receptions tonight. He had one coming in, that one reception, lone touchdown of 6 yards for the senior. 7:14 left to play in regulation. Holmquist to kick it off after putting up 6. Line drive to Thompson. Loose behind him, picked up by Carlson at the 30. Makes a man shimmy and finds it at the 36. Big gust of wind coming in.
Yeah, wind has been
It's been dead for a minute.
It's been dead for a while, but now it's slowly starting to come back in. We should be expecting some rain later tonight. But
around midnight, we'll be fast asleep, right, Jerry?
Well, we hope. Who knows if we'll still be on the road going home?
Hey, knock on wood now, and cross your fingers. Ball at the Spartan 36. Satcham, I formation. Carlson the wing to the left. Jacobson the deep back. Satcham, handoff to the end. Thompson from that left end position. Trevor Thompson met in the backfield. Carter around the area along with Hurst. Hurst harassing the Spartans tonight. He has had a sack as well. Tackle for a loss. Makes it second down and 13 at the 33. That's Thompson's first carry tonight. Goes for -3. 6:38 left to play in regulation. 38-0. Cavalier looking for its second shutout of 2021. I formation. In motion is Thompson. Satcham back the pass. Rolls to his right. Has pressure. Goes over the middle. And that was wide open for the defensive back DeMars. And it goes off his hands. Incompletion. Satcham tonight.
Third down.
7 for 17. Third down and long for Finley Sharon Page with the running clock in effect. 3rd and 13. Spartans had the ball at midfield to start the game, turn it over on downs, and all night long Cavalier just took control of the clock with short fields to work with. Satcham doubles to the right, Reamer behind them, Malone back. Loaded box for Cavalier on defense. 5 drop back for Satcham, and he's sacked. He's sacked. Looks like by Avila and company. Off the edge for Cavalier. Isaiah Lopez as well, I want to say. No, Avila off the edge, and he's going to come out of the game for number 28. I want to say that's Levi Hinkle. Second sack of the night for Cavalier on defense. 4th down and 21 at the Spartan 25. Calvin Satcham the punt. Landon Carter to receive. Feet planted at his own 35. This one in the wind dies at the 47-yard line of Finley Sharon Page. And just like that, Jerry, Cavalier, short field to work with. Already up 38-0 with 4:48 left in regulation on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Once again, Keith Irie Pioneer scoreboard, 701-789-0315. Temperature drops around 60 degrees tonight. Started around 66. Still the same starting 0 for Cavalier. Clem split gun. Holmquist out to the left, wide. Draw to Steele, who's taken down by Dahl, cleaning up Carlson's ankle tackle. Gain of 2.
Gain about 2, bring 2nd and 8.
Steele, 14 carries, 37 yards. He has rushed the ball the most out of anybody in this game tonight. Has 1 touchdown to show for it. Ball at the 44. Same formation, split gun. Loaded box for the Spartans. Hinkle takes it left side, has the edge, has blockers, is going to be roped down from the ankles by Satcham. Reamer coming off that backside as well. Looks like a gain of 4 for Hinkle. He has 6 carries, 35 yards. 3rd and 4 at the 40. Holmquist put out wide to the right. Up the middle, no. Play option, read option, and Toss out to the right side with Jacobson missing Steele and Carlson colliding with Steele head on, and he's once again slow to get up. He's up now. 4th and 5 coming up.
You hear that? You hear the crack as the helmets go off of each other.
It's violent sounding. 4th and 5 for Cavalier.
They're gonna
That was
call
a triple option, it looked like, with the read option with Clem and Hinkle, and then the toss out to the right on the pitch to Steele.
Yeah, the refs call a timeout to get Carlson off the field.
Jack Thompson taking his place. Rotating in, Liam Satcham in at linebacker along with Connor Dahl. 4th and 5 at the 41. Split gun, play action, Clem rolls to the left, gonna fire it deep over middle for Carter. Has it cut? No, through his hands, Satcham in coverage. Turnover on downs, Cavalier gives it back to Finley Sharon Page with 3:01 and ticking in regulation.
Carter looking at the ref, looking for a pass interference call, and that was perfectly played.
Carter would have had a Moss Satcham to come down with it.
Yeah, there was not a lot out of Carter's control there that would have led to a pass interference. Satcham played that as cleanly as he could.
Clem tonight, 7 for 12 at 67 yards, 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. 2:25 to play. Here comes the Spartans offense. Doubles to the right with Jacobson and Carlson. Carlson in the slot, Reamer in the backfield. Satcham, pump fake, rolled out to the right, Hurst in his face. Carlson caught at the 45, now past the 50 at the 40, and pushes inside the 40-yard line of Cavalier from the 41 to Cavalier territory.
Spartans not down yet. They're still fighting with everything they have.
This one's to the 36-yard line of Cavalier. .145 to play. First down, Finley Sharon Hope Page. Satcham drops back, 5-step drop, goes to Carlson once again. Broken up by Holmquist. Got there right in the nick of time. Second down coming up. Clock continues to run.
And once again, looking towards Carlson, as he has been the go-to guy. He's just that big target and he has good hands to make the grabs that you need him to.
23 yards on that reception from Satcham to Carlson earlier ago. He goes deep for Carlson, and that one is airmailed near the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 10. Timeout by the Spartans by Andrew Canes and company. We'll take it with them. Finley Sharon Page with 1 minute left to play here at home, down 38-0 against Cavalier on the Keith Airy Pioneer Seed scoreboard.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Coming back from the timeout, 38-0 Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page on the Keith Airy Pioneers Eat scoreboard. Timeout by Coach Andrew Canes, co-head coach of Finley Sharon Page. Faces a 3rd down and 10 at the Cavalier 36. Satcham under center. Doubles to the left, Reamer behind him. Trying to get on the scoreboard. Delayed handoff to Reamer, who is upended, trying to hurdle a man and break a tackle at the ankles. 4th down and medium coming up. That one's pushed to the 4th and 6 now at the 36. Gain of 4 for Reamer. Another pass from Satcham. He is hurried from behind. Hurst right in his back corner, and he's thrown down, but it's a
horse
collar tackle. That's on number 84, actually, Matthew Kina. Taking him down from behind by the horse collar. 32 seconds as the clock stops.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle.
So first down coming up for the Spartans. 32 seconds left. They can end the night putting up some points.
7 penalties tonight by Cavalier, 8 by Finley Sharon Page. A lot of laundry let loose. First and 10 at the Cavalier 15. Satcham under center. Single receivers to both sides. Looks to his right. Pump fakes. He is tackled from behind. He's roped down.
Keenan with the quarterback sacks.
Looks like Keena again came from that backside. That was Keena, yes, for the sack. Third of the night by Cavalier, harassing Satcham. 6 seconds to play. Satcham back to pass. Looks for Carlson. Out route. Hit stick as soon as the ball got there by Carter. And that's how it crumbles tonight in favor of Cavalier. Cavalier captures its third straight undefeated regular season at 8-0. They take down the Spartans 38-0. Your final score on the Keith Irie Pioneer East scoreboard as the cannon sounds for possibly the last time at Hope Page. Cavalier 38, Finley Sharon Page nothing. Take a break and come back with post-game coverage, interviews, and final stats here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goose River Heating and Cooling Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro and surrounding communities, ready to provide you with service work to existing and new customers. Whether Corey and the crew installed your heating and cooling system or not, they're ready to assist you with your service concerns. And if it's time to update your heating and cooling systems, whether it's your home, farm shop, a cabin, or office building, give Corey and the crew at Goose River Heating and Cooling a call. 701-430-1990. That's Goose River Heating and Cooling, Hillsboro, serving the Hillsboro area and surrounding communities.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Welcome to our post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com, recapping tonight's Region 2 romp between Cavalier and Finley Sharon Hope Page, 38-0. The Tornadoes take it from the Spartans on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. There we go, finally got that one. 701-789-0315. please give Keith your business on the Keith Diary Pioneers Heat scoreboard. Let's recap our scoring for tonight between both squads. No scoring from Finley Sharon Hope Page. It's all Tornadoes in Hope. Recapping for the first quarter, 7:35 left to play in that quarter. 6-yard touchdown toss from Clem to Landon Carter. 2-point conversion, no good. It's 6-0 Cavalier. Just 4 seconds left to play. 5-yard pass from Clem to Caden DeMar's 2-point conversion, no good from 5 yards out. Second quarter, 9 minutes left to play in the second. A 34-yard pass from Clem to Carter. The second time those two hook up tonight. That goes for 6. 18-0, 2-point conversion, no good. 5:16 before halftime, 28 yards. 28 big ones the way this was ran by Clem. A grown man type of run. 28 yards out. 4-6, 24-0. PAT, no good on the drop kick attempt by Hinkle. Third quarter, 6:09 left in the third. 5-yard touchdown scamper by Steele. 2-point conversion, no good. 30-0. Lone score of the fourth. 7:45 left to play in regulation. 40-yard pass from Clem to Holmquist. 2-point conversion is good, and it is 38-0 your final. Cavalier of 12 in the first, 12 in the second, 6 in the third, and 8 in the fourth for the final of 38-0 in favor of the 8-0 undefeated Cavalier Tornadoes. 38-0, Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page. Keith Diary, Pioneers Heat scoreboard. We'll take a break. I believe we'll come back with post-game interviews with Coach Mitch Greenwood and our player of the game. Well, leave that a mystery for now, but if you've been following along at home, you have a good idea who it was. Be right back here in a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
For over 100 years, Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator, a full-service cooperative, has been growing and adapting with the ever-changing agriculture industry. These strong roots in eastern North Dakota include a dedicated staff of 42 full-time employees. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator offers a variety of services, including agronomy, sales and service, custom application, grain drying and handling, bulk fuel and oil, tire repair, and light mechanic work. Finley Farmers Grain and Elevator is a buyer of corn, soybeans, wheat, and sunflowers. Learn more by visiting FinleyFarmersElevator.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Spartans as they compete both on and off the field. You've put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish your goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience that you can trust to get the job done with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, contact Triple E Incorporated 701-668-2258 or stop by the office in Page. Make your next project a winner with the team from Triple E Incorporated of Page, cheering on the Finley Sharon Hope Page Spartans.
How will Enbridge's Line 3 replacement help keep the environment safe? Well, nothing is more important to us than the safety of the environment and the people of Minnesota. That's why we're replacing an aging pipeline with much safer, state-of-the-art infrastructure along a route that avoids impacts to people and the environment. Safety and environmental protection are Enbridge's core values and the very foundation of our business. Learn more at enbridge.com/line3US.
Welcome back to our postgame report here at Hope Page School. Now joined by our star Enbridge player of the game, Enbridge Energy player of the game, Bryson Clem. Asked for a large night for you. 5 total touchdowns. Bryson, your team just went undefeated in the regular season for the third straight season. How do you feel?
It feels great, but the bigger goal is making it to state, and we got to win every playoff game, 1-0 every week till we get there.
What did your defense do so well to set up your offense with short field opportunities? That first drive of the game started at midfield, and it seemed like all night Finley Sharon Page gave you short fields. What did the defense do to click so well?
We just played hard, had a lot of effort, and locked the two running backs down.
You had Carter in the end zone twice, DeMars as well. What's your chemistry been like with your receiving core this season?
It's been pretty good. Last year I threw a couple in the first 2 games, but this year we got a lot better, so it's been pretty good.
Can you take me what's going through your head in that 28-yard touchdown scamper in the second quarter, just breaking tackles, stiff arms and jukes, and then carrying the pile? What's going on through that head during all that chaos?
Well, I rolled left, saw people guarded, turned around, used the ball to help myself up, and then ran, saw him over pursuing, took a juke, and then saw the end zone and ran it in.
Got a first-round bye, got some time off to think. What can this team improve on after a 38-0 shutout, your second shutout of the season?
We just need to have fewer mistakes. We need to rep, and practice, and we'll get better and have less mistakes.
Bryson, any final thoughts on tonight's win?
It was a good win. Region championships. Region champions. Let's go.
That's right. Undefeated, 8-0 for his Cavalier Tornadoes. Bryson Quim, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Thanks for your time. Good luck going forward, and have a safe trip home.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Bryson. Good to meet you. Good to see you. And he is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. We'll talk about that more. We'll talk to Coach Mitch Greenwood right now if he just wants to shimmy on in here. Coach Greenwood, kind of the same stuff I asked Bryson there. 38-0. It all started with short field opportunities. Did Finley Sharon Page kind of hand you guys a few opportunities there?
Well, I think we created some of our own opportunities. I'm going to give a lot of credit to Coach Brady Laxall. He's our defensive coordinator, and he dialed up a scheme this week that just seemed to work all night long. And they started to maybe find an answer towards the end of the game. They were throwing some of those bubble screens, but for 3.5 quarters, we just had a game plan that worked brilliantly. So kudos to Coach Laxall for figuring that out. And what a great a shutout for a defensive coordinator on his birthday. So happy birthday to him.
Yeah, happy birthday, Sandy Loxnell. So for your squad starting off the night, was it an onside kick or a pooch kick attempt to begin the game?
It was a pooch kick. He missed it. I think he was a little bit amped up, excited. He was trying to put everything into it, and his next 2 he put through the end zone for touchbacks. So he just got a little too overly excited to start the game, I think.
That first drive really set the tone. What set the tone for the rest of the night in that second quarter we just talked about with Bryson, 28 yards to the crib. What's going through your head as he peels left? Nobody's there. Nobody's blocking for him. He goes right. You've seen this a time or two from him, right?
Yeah, he's done that a few times. It doesn't always look pretty, but if it gets some results, we'll take it. I think we need to do a good job of continuing our blocks downfield and just playing till the whistle. And when we do that, good things happen, even on a broken play.
You told me pregame that you're going to force Finley Sharon Page the pass, a team that does not like the pass. They have Carlson and Jacobson to rely on. I believe you guys held them, at least Carlson, in negative figures on the ground. Jacobson only about 13.5. What were you doing so well in the backfield to force the passing game?
We just loaded up the box, and we had some guys flying around, shooting gaps, and probably doing some things that we haven't shown on film. So probably caught them by surprise a little bit. So again, it was just a great scheme by Coach Laxall to come up with this. And he watched a ton of film, and we all do. We all watch a ton of film, the players and the coaches. So we see those things and just got to plan accordingly.
Resulted in a Satcham pick in the first couple of drives and then 3 sacks for your defensive line tonight. Coach, I asked Bryson, what do you build on with a week off, with some time off before the playoffs begin for you?
Well, I think this was a physical game, and we had some guys with some bumps and bruises coming in. Overall, we've been fortunate. We've been pretty healthy, but we're going to enjoy a week off. I mean, we're going to still practice and everything, but we're going to take Monday off, and we'll come back hard and hit the film, and it'll be a little bit less physical this week in practice, and then we'll have a regular game week. We'll kind of figure out who we play because it's kind of unfamiliar territory. We've been region champs the last couple of years, but we've gone right into the playoffs and had first-round games. So now we have a first-round bye, and we're not sure who we're going to play yet. So we're going to focus on us this week, making some of the things that we do better. And then once we figure out who our next opponent is, then we go back to work and game plan for that.
Coach, any final thoughts before you hit that long haul back to Cavalier?
Feels good to be region champs.
That's the spirit. Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck going forward and have a safe trip home.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the undefeated season.
Thanks.
Thank you, Coach. Mitch Greenwood of Cavalier. I'm reading myself. Cavalier taking the time on our post-game report. His team now 8-0 at the end of the regular season Region 2 champs. They finish above Finley Sharon Page tonight, 38-0 on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard, and take it 38-0 against the Spartans. Take a break, come back, and talk more final stats and looking ahead for both squads. Don't go anywhere. This is yourliveevent.com. Oh, yeah, I have to hit the button, don't I?
The vision of the Finley Sharon Public School is to educate today's learners for tomorrow's world. The mission of the students and staff is to have the power, pride, opportunity, wisdom, effort, and relationships to be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Through this effort, students at the Finley Sharon Public School will become well-rounded, confident, and responsible individuals who aspire to achieve their full potential. To learn more, visit finleysharonschool.com. And go Spartans!
Healthy and take advantage of the September savings at Hillsborough Drug and Gift. Get Health Mart ibuprofen 200 milligram, 100 count coated tablets or caplets, $6.49. Health Mart daytime severe cold and flu caplets, $4.49. Children's cold and cough multi-symptom, $4.49. Allegra 24-hour antihistamine tablets are $18.99. And Hall's Relief cough suppressant oral anesthetic, $2.09 per pack. At Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hope Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at the Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about the Hope Page Public Schools and stay up to date with school and athletic calendars, teacher pages, and news by visiting hope-page.k12.nd.us. We are Spartans. We are learners, leaders, achievers, and believers. We will change the world.
We be insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsborough, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
Back here at Finley Sharon Hope Page as we conclude here as the Cavalier Tornadoes come away victorious 38-0. Here on Your Live Event, let's take you around the league here on Your Live Event, the other broadcasts that were going on. We're going to take it across the border to Minnesota. As mentioned earlier during the halftime show, Red Lake County was taking on Monoman Waban Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds come away victorious with a 36-0 win over Red Lake County. Hillsborough Central Valley and Grafton facing off against each other head-to-head here in North Dakota, Class B 11-man football. And that game started earlier, hence why they were finished so quickly. At halftime, Hillsborough Central Valley comes away victorious against Grafton 35-0. Looking at Ellendale Edgeley Culm, they currently lead Oak Grove 28-14 in the fourth quarter. Do not know how much time is left. They were still playing. And Central Cass currently leading against Linton HMB 34-6. Those are your scores from around the league here in North Dakota, Minnesota, all on yourliveevent.com. If you want to go back and rewatch any of the finished games that I have just mentioned, you can follow us on YouTube at Your Live Event, or go to our website at yourliveevent.com.
And on Twitter, Jerry.
And
at
on
Your
Twitter.
Live Event 1, as in uno, as in numeral. As we went around the league, let's get to our final stats as well as I can put it all together. 115 rushing yards for the winners, the Cavalier Tornadoes, as they won 38-0 on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard. Leading rusher for tonight, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. We'll talk more about Bryson Klim here in a moment. Bryson Klim, our energy player of the game. One moment, Jerry. He led the team with 44 rushing yards on 6 attempts. Jake Steele with 15 rushes, leading the team with 36 rushing yards. Trevor Hinkle, 35 yards on 6 attempts. Overall, I believe Klim finished with 67 yards passing. Don't quote me there.
Unofficial stats.
Unofficial stats. Thank you very much. 4 touchdown tosses, 1 on the ground of 28 yards. He tossed it twice for a touchdown to Landon Carter, 1 of 7 yards. And the next one, where did that other Carter touchdown go? About 36, wasn't it? Yes. Or 34. Thank you.
34.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep.
Caden DeMar's only reception of the night goes for 6 after a 5-yard reception. And then that was on the second drive. Holmquist with 2 receptions, 1 for a touchdown of 40 yards. That one in the later half of the game for Cavalier. And our stats for the Tornadoes tonight. Finley Sharon Page, tough one to swallow for Carlson. He finishes with 6 rushes, -5 yards. Jacobson, 6 for 13. Cody Reamer, 3 for 27, a leading rusher. Liam Satcham, unofficial, not counting sacks, 5 for 2 yards. Satcham through the air. Looks like, bless you, 35. Need to tack on one more play here for Satcham. He completed a 23-yarder to Carlson. So a 58-yard night for Liam Satcham in the air. So that makes 8 completions. 8 for 18. Satcham, goes. Jacobson 1 for 1 in the air on a trick play for 6 yards. He found Dylan Reamer, who had 3 receptions, 15 yards. Sarah Carlson, 6 receptions on the night for 25. And 1 reception by Blake Jacobson out of the backfield. 1 for 7. I do declare and believe. Derry Peralta as Jerry. I said Jerry.
You said dairy at first.
No, definitely didn't say Jerry. We're not selling Hillsboro dairy here. On our final, on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard, see if we can't find our official reads here. We'll take one 30-second break and come back and recap tonight and look forward for both teams. Cavalier and Finley Sharon Page.
Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City. They have a great student-to-teacher ratio at 16 students per class. Maple Valley ranks as one of the top 10 high schools in the Fargo-Moorhead area. For information, go online to maple-valley.k12.nd.us or call 701-749-2313.
Welcome back to Hope, North Dakota postgame report. Hope Page School Cavalier on top of Finley Sharon Page capture the W. They're 8th of the season undefeated on the Keith Irie Pioneer Seed scoreboard, 701-789-0315. Let's talk about our player of the game. And Bryson Klim, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Bryson is on the night, passing-wise, finishes 7 for 12, 67 yards, 4 touchdown tosses, and on the ground, a dual threat, pick your poison type of player. 6 rushes, 44 yards, and 1 rush of 28. Bryson Klim, our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Remember, robust COVID-19 safety rules have Enbridge wanting everyone to get home safe, so please be safe, courtesy of Enbridge.com. Enbridge Energy player of the game, Bryson Klim, quarterback and leading rusher for the Cavalier Tornadoes. Our final, again, Cavalier 38, Finley Sharon Page, nothing. Nothing to look forward to as far as right now and finalize, because everything will be voted on by 11 a.m. tomorrow morning by the coaches of Region 2 in the district. Jerry Peralta, this Cavalier team, back-to-back runner-ups in 9-man. They lost to Linton HMB, who was on YourLiveEvent.com tonight, losing to Central Cass. The Squirrels coming out on the top. Go Squirrels, huh?
Go Squirrels, huh?
Sorry, I had to.
We had to.
But this Cavalier squad, it looks like no one's in their way as far as Region 2. They have 2 in front of them. I believe I can find that tweet with the official rankings. Lemoore Litchfield Marion at number 1, of course. The Lobos absolutely lit and loose across 9-man all around the board.
Well, you mentioned, nobody. You mentioned nobody in front of them, but when it comes to playoffs and any kind of tournament play, your regular season does not matter. You could be the lowest seed going into a tournament and then blow everybody out of the water because everybody's expecting a blowout victory or an easy win to advance. So kind of a different monster when you get to tournament time. And, you mentioned Lemoore Litchfield Marion. That is definitely a team who right now may not be in the way of Cavalier, but
sooner or later they're going to meet up. Those two teams Destined.
will collide, destined to face each other. And when they do, it's going to be a battle of epic proportions, as you have the tweet for us.
The tweet. In this day and age. How about that? Twitter doesn't crash. Marky Mark. Class 9B for North Dakota. Number 1, of course, Lemoore Litchfield Marion at 7-0. I believe they won tonight. And second right now is New Salem Almont at 7-0. And then Cavalier at 3rd. Divide County at 4th, Nelson County at 5th. Other teams receiving votes in 9-man. Looks like Hettinger, Scranton, South Border, and Wyoming Lidgerwood, a team that Cavalier only beat 38-30, one of their only 2 games that were within 1 single possession. But the Tornadoes take it tonight. 5-0 in Region 2 they finish. And 22 straight region matchups they have won, dating back to 2017. Look at that official stat later. It's a lot of games in a row, Jerry. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Cavalier undefeated in the regular season, 8-0 and 5-0 in Region 2. They take it from Finley Sharon Page, and they end their rivalry with the Spartans as of right now. If they don't meet in the regular now postseason, 5-0 versus FSHP, and I want to say I have the official stat right here. 288 points to 0 against the Spartans. That is one-sided, and Cavalier, cream of the crop in 9-man. I want to shout out the seniors tonight for Finley Sharon Page, though, playing their hearts out. Blake Jacobson providing a lot of energy. Cody Reamer in there, as well as, I want to say,
Satcham.
No, Satcham's a junior.
Oh.
Take that back. Let's see, Jack Thompson, Trevor Thompson, Cody Reamer, as I said, Doug Geyer, that defensive end, providing the pressure. Hayden Hushka and Grant Irie, the seniors for Finley Sharon Hope Page. The Spartans, looks like they played their last game here in Hope, North Dakota. Jerry, I believe that takes it away for us. Once again, as Jerry plugged, you can find us on YouTube, and of course you're finding us on YouTube right now. Twitter at YourLiveEvent1. Find the written recap of this game by midnight tonight, I hope. And in the morning, and the video recap early next week. For myself and let's restart that. For myself and Jerry Peralta, I'm Derek Zimmerman Geyer saying have a fabulous Friday and good night from Hope.